Hey, and welcome back to the podcast that floats down here. I still have audio going in my ear
Yeah.
for some reason. Something's a little bit messed up. It'll stop here in a second. But thank you all for joining us. We are here doing Salem's Lot, the 2004 miniseries. We made an executive decision to.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
God
I
damn
had a
it.
feeling that's probably.
That's okay though. That's okay. We'll fix this here locally. It doesn't affect. It's not going out to the stream.
Okay, good.
But we are here doing Salem's Lot 2004 miniseries. We made an executive decision not to do the 1979 miniseries
Because it sucks.
well
No,
as we
kidding.
did the Carrie original
Yeah.
visual adaptation. We decided let's do a more modern take on Salem's Lot. So if you joined us last time,
this is not Salem's Lot, where the character from
it's going to be
8 Mile.
It's going to be 8 Mile at some point. I'll just let you
lives-
decide when you want to start calling the character Eminem or Slim Shady. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
I got Glenn here on a false pretense. You may notice. So I am here. I'm Luke. I'm here with Glenn Dog.
You might know me from Roles, Plays,
Roles,
and
Plays, and
Games.
You might know him from our movie episode of Carrie a month ago. And I'm also joined with Ben, Slive House McLean.
Cheers, all. How's it going?
Cheers. And I like these. I like these movie
Right.
miniseries
And
podcaster commentaries.
Cacaw is the law.
Cacaw is the law.
Hello.
It's a St. Louis Battlehawks
And number one in the league.
well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Roughnecks are 2-0.
No,
We're still
no.
undefeated.
We
which
play
is-
we play the Roughnecks tomorrow.
Yeah, we played the
Who
Roughnecks.
won earlier?
The defenders.
DC.
DC, yeah.
Technically,
Well,
they have a better winning percentage of
They have-
also infinitely.
They
less.
have the best defense in the league because they're the defenders.
That's hard
So-
to argue. It's
And
hard to
standard,
argue.
but in fairness, we have the best passing game because we are the Battlehawks.
The best.
Cacaw!
We have
Air
the best
attack,
air attack.
Air attack
in the
left and
league.
right. Oh man, we are getting off to a good start. I'm excited about watching this.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about watching this than I was about reading the book.
Yeah. Well, the book it kind of snuck up on us. We're thinking it was a shorter, but like I don't know, at first reading the book wise, or like when we finished Carrie, I'm like, okay, we got 3 weeks. I can knock out, Salem's Lot. It's only a second book. It's gonna be short. It's gonna move quick. It's almost 900 fucking pages long, and yeah, 17 hours on the audiobook makes it kind of a bit longer than expected.
When you do it in a day,
When
yeah.
you do it a day,
That,
yeah.
that kind of reminds me of that Jim Gaffigan stand-up where he's like, those people that are like, well, the book was so much better than the movie. And it's like, have you ever watched TV?
Oh, man.
I don't like those TV jokes.
Is this guy gonna talk about bacon all day?
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with the movie because we got 3 hours to get through.
We got 3 hours
let's
to
go
get
ahead and
through.
play.
God damn it, let's go.
We'll give a 1.5 to 2 minute countdown from this moment. We're at 9:14. When it gets to 9:16, we'll hit play.
Perfect.
So if you
give
can
us a-
find it online somewhere, there's a few people I know that I can trust to send our connection to that we're going to be viewing it through if they want to pass
it's
it
available on Amazon Prime
It
for
is.
like $2.99,
$2.99, $3.99, something
to
like that.
rent it.
Yeah.
Totally worth doing. That might have just been the 1979 version, actually.
No, it was a 2004 version on Amazon. I did.
Okay.
I did see that.
Then that's what we're watching.
Yes, we are watching that.
So this 2004 version, it has Rob Lowe in it.
It does have Rob Lowe.
It is.
and
Yes, it is
The
starring Rob
question,
Lowe.
the question I have is, how many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows?
That's we'll have to talk about that when we're like an hour and a half in and a whole bunch more beers in.
We'll
So-
figure it out.
Yeah, so this is from 2004, starring Rob Lowe, Donald Sutherland. You may know him as the father of Heath or Sutherland.
You may know him as like a million things.
Oh yeah, no. Trying to
Including President Snow from Hunger
He's in the
Games.
he's in the Sutherland family or something.
He's a Southern land. man.
Southern.
So this
Southerner.
is the
He's a Southerner.
breakdown of the episode. Writer Ben Mears returns to his childhood home of Jerusalem's
cunt.
Lot and discovers that it's being terrorized by vampires. Spoiler: there's vampires.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Ew, vampires and M&Ms.
Vampire.
So yeah, so all right, what's our time? We're at 9:16. We're gonna hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go
Play.
ahead.
Hey, I can hear things.
Wow, what a great beginning so far.
TNT presents. I'm gonna see how
The Mummy.
this widescreen looks. Oh, sure, except privacy things. Is that gonna work for you guys, size wise?
Privacy?
If you
good.
know what I mean.
Size-wise?
If you know what I mean.
She said no. So.
Ooh, graffiti. This looks.
There's a trash
So it
can
looks
with a fire in it.
Well, a little. I mean,
People
it's
are trying to say warm. That means it's cold outside.
90s, 2000s.
People got
so yeah,
coats
they're,
on.
they're not trying to go back to the 70s style. With
It's
it.
cold outside, guys.
Yeah, so you can tell this is late 90s, early 2000s style, just from the vehicles and the
And
clothes.
That's the guy from Babe.
That is the guy from Babe. What is his name? The guy from Babe. That might be the father. That might be
Father Babe.
James Cromwell. Yeah, that's Father Callahan.
Callahan.
That's Father Callahan.
Oh, nice to see Glenn
Callahan-
again, Chrissy says.
Callahan Auto.
Yeah.
Because Rob Lowe was in
Sandusky, Ohio.
Rob Lowe was in Tommy Boy.
Yes, he was.
A lot of connections going on
What
here,
would you fluff pillow?
ladies and gentlemen. You want me to jack you off?
Wait,
Yeah, that
what?
was. It's always hard to remember which one's from Tommy Boy and which one's Black Sheep. Tommy Boy is more the sexualized jokes. Black Sheep was a little bit more family friendly. Because Tommy Boy was the look at that pretty girl down there. I wonder if she goes out with one of the Yankees.
Richard.
Oh, Richard.
So we are seeing
Buddy Wackett.
Rob Lowe. Looks like a homeless man walking in to see Father Callahan.
That's Callahan.
Oh, and Father Callahan just
Callahan.
shot Rob Lowe.
Just tried to shoot him. Did he shoot him? Tried to shoot him.
Shot
And
at.
Shot at him. Shots fired. Pushed through a window onto a Buick.
Well,
Don't quote me on manufacturer.
Let's
Thump.
see. That's a Ford. That's a Crown Vic.
That's a
whoa.
Crown Vic.
Oh no, that might be a Chevy.
I'm sticking with Buick cop car until proven otherwise. So Rob Lowe is now on a stretcher. There's his name on the screen and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
That's awesome because like his name was right on
it was
him.
like if you were
as he
laying
was-
here and it said Glenn Dog.
Yeah, unfortunately, Carrie,
Exactly.
Carrie. Unfortunately, Chrissy, unlike Carrie, we couldn't
Carrie.
get the screen caps down because this is actually Luke and I's all of our first time watching this, so we kind of want to come to this completely
All fresh.
Yeah, all
totally
fresh. So we didn't do screen caps or anything with it, and last time the screen caps screwed up. To be realistic,
Yeah. We also will try to prepare.
Yeah.
Better. We're always hoping to do that.
We're always hoping just to do this. Like
It's
always a question.
enough to have this working. We're not. This isn't the second time we've done the first 30 minutes of this episode. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
This is brand new, fresh for all of us.
And it is.
Ooh, a blinking yellow light with a very gray-scaled out screen. And James Cromwell, who we just
That's the guy from Babe.
He was in Babe.
He was in Babe.
What's the minute
What
mark we're at,
up?
Luke? Just to get the.
The minute that we are at
Yep.
right now is 3:37.
All right.
And a burp. Leslie Binns was involved. Related or not to Professor Binns. True or false?
By marriage.
Twice removed.
You're talking about the Binns lineage right now?
We're talking about, Binns hierarchy,
Yeah,
Binns...
For a sec, I'm like, where's he going with this?
True or false?
So now Rob Lowe's driving back. He looks a bit younger, a bit cleaner cut.
Doesn't look as beaten down
Yeah.
in life.
So I think that might have been a callback to the
Prologue.
prologue. Thank you.
I'm still not convinced there was a prologue.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt. The guy made $1 million. Lawrence Crockett.
Salem's Lot.
Wait.
That's
Made
true.
ba-
That's on.
Ruth Crockett. Let's see.
Welcome to Jerusalem's Lot. Population 1319. That's more than the book. It was like 500
Oh,
something.
more people.
No, 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 it
More
was-
people
it-
moved in.
No, it was around like 1300. She said, "What brings you to Jerusalem's lot? Population 1,300 something."
Well, fuck me. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
I will believe that you're right.
Because I remember thinking, okay, this is a bigger town than I expected.
Well, there's Rob Lowe. Is he gonna rob a Lowe's?
Robert Grubb is that man. They're playing Larry
Fandom D.
Larry
Saint,
Crockett.
welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're trying to watch the 2004 miniseries, it is almost exactly 3 hours long.
If you're watching The Land Before Time, then you're not.
Yes.
This is probably not the same.
I'm going to say it's going to be a good film. You're going to enjoy it, but it's not what we're watching. I'll talk about Tree Stars for days.
Yes.
But
Yes,
Well,
this
you
film
know.
is 181 minutes long.
I have.
I call shenanigans.
I can say about Tree Stars all day. I have. Sorry, I'm not Hank Hill talking about nails. A made-for-TNT movie.
Yeah, move your fucking car.
So now Rob Lowe just asked Larry Crockett, Ben Mears, about purchasing the old Marston house, and he found out, oh, it's already been sold out to another gentleman.
Yeah,
Looks
move
like
your
we're-
fucking car.
What can Brown do for you?
Move your fucking truck.
Yep.
So,
We got a hashtag Littlefoot in the chat, so I went with yep.
Yep.
You know, the sad thing is that girl died young.
Petrie?
Petrie, the voice actress, died real young. Either she was killed by her father or something. I believe that's true.
I was gonna say
But
dinosaurs
on
died.
on her tombstone, it has yep.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs died millions of years ago.
About 60 plus million. Do you want more specifics? And also,
So the actress died.
pterosaurs
And
are not dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs died long ago.
Now I have to fact check myself.
No, it was about 60 million years ago.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I was there.
You remember that?
I remember the 5th mass extinction of the Earth.
Yep, Judy Barcy, born 1978, died 1988.
Man, born the same year as my old car. Still have that car.
Homicide by gunshot. Yep.
Voice of Fern Gully,
Gully.
Fairy Girl as well. Her dad. Wow, that's awful.
Yeah. Fandom standby.
Does this one have subtitles?
I don't know if this one has subtitles.
Sure
There's
doesn't.
a doggy.
Oh, okay.
This is a subtitles house. Learn to read or fucking don't watch with me.
Right.
Oh, he said ass wipe. Call the guy an ass wipe.
So this is young Ben Mears? Or are we already past the Marston?
No,
House
I think this
original?
is Mike. Or
Mark?
Mark, yeah. Mark and Richie. Let's see. Dan Bird, I believe that's that actor there.
Tweaked.
Yep, Mark, that's...
You meet a lot of preverts? A Jagoff?
Jagoff.
Doesn't he play for the LA Rams?
Jagoff. Yeah, he does.
We got a .com reference here.
Yeah, this is very updated.
Well, this is very 2004, too. Like, if you're going to make the joke, we got queerboy.com.
Ooh, speaking of Scotch English, we could some flying swords cooled down if we wanted to.
I was going to ask, do you have any...
I will put some in the fridge here in a minute. It's a Scottish wee heavy.
Nice.
Honest Wood, isn't that what you named your penis?
It
It was like an Abraham Lincoln reference.
It never tells a
So
lie.
I went with Falsa Wood.
LMR, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Elvar.
And I am probably going to put out.
Oh yeah, Amy
You or
Smart.
Susan
Amy
Norton?
Smart absolutely is going to put out.
Get Smart?
believe
Amy
it.
gets smart.
No, that's Samantha Mathis. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I miss
Get Mathis.
Get Mathis.
Judge Mathis.
Joe Mathis. People's Court.
Does he put out judgments?
Judgments. I was worried about trying to spit. He puts out justice.
Justice.
In Dun Dun, the People's Court.
Daniel, what do you want for dinner? Justice and a side order of spaghetti.
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling we're a little bit going for there.
We're trying to bring retro drinks and
yeah.
those things feel to it.
Yeah. Hey, Kenzie.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Mackenzie.
Yeah,
If you saw that, she said we have a slightly old retro feel, like when we were showing Abby.
Is that a compliment or is that
Red
like
Wing.
a?
I don't know.
you
I'm
guys
taking it as a
fucking
compliment.
I'm taking it as a
suck.
compliment.
I'm taking it
yeah.
as a compliment.
You guys
It's
don't
a little
update your stuff.
little less.
Hey,
all
the
of-
moving background is way more advanced than anything we had back then.
right.
Well,
Come on. And hopefully our audio is better.
Yeah, that's.
Hopefully. We also don't have pineapples tonight. That that's a separator.
We're waiting. We have to wait for the right one. And oh, by the way, next one we're doing is The Shining in March. Drink ideas. Help me out for fun because tonight I could not come up with anything for vampire related. Just
was
you know.
the Mountain Dew Zero that commercial of the Super Bowl? Where
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Bryan
with
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
we will be bringing axes and
Yeah.
tearing down the walls.
I really don't want to destroy this table, but I might if the movie encourages.
You got
me
to
to.
do what you got to do.
You know, it's all for entertainment, Glenn. Not for my entertainment.
Are you talking on this one, Chrissy? Just wondering, or are you mean?
She said she already hated this movie.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She said 10 minutes, like a couple minutes in, I already hate this.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunchback. What was the Hunchback's name? Was that Mike? No.
No, he's talking to Mike.
Okay, Mike Ryerson. Yeah.
That's the other.
Floyd. That's not Floyd. Floyd was the
Floyd
boyfriend.
Mayweather.
Oh, Floyd. Yeah. Or is he?
No,
Floyd?
Floyd's in the truck. I think.
Dud.
I have no idea.
Dud
Dud.
Rogers.
Dud.
Baby Hamilton.
Oh
Royce.
shit! Yeah.
Royce.
Mr.
Dick
Dick
McDougal.
McDougal. Yeah.
Easy, Gus.
So, doctor is seeing some bruising on the baby
Yeah.
and has asked the husband to leave the room.
So we can see your boobs.
That's what it looked like for a second, but I think it was more of questioning her if the father beats the baby when,
Mhm.
Oh.
spoiler, she does it.
Yeah.
It's the bad truth. It's truly what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's your first trailer park reference if you want to start making Salem slot jokes.
Yeah, so Salem's Lot is the place in 8 Mile. Also a trailer park.
There may or may not be some trailer park boys
Yeah.
in this film.
Goddamn cheeseburgers.
Julian!
Good goddamn cheeseburgers. Time check for me, Luke.
Time check. We are 14 minutes and 6 seconds in. It's Glenn. Long time no see. People like you. Why?
I paid him.
That's what
I
it
didn't.
takes. That's what it takes.
He was here last time. Just saying.
Yeah, you know me from roles, plays, and games. I thought we
things like
established
roles, plays, and games. The summary from the last chapter of Harry Potter, book number 3. That was really what
Well, that was
set the whole
what
thing
happened
off
was
for-
you were too drunk to do it. I
didn't
guess.
want to. I was writing it. And I was like, God damn it! I am tired of doing
Oh,
these.
let me just read it. And
Well,
See what happens.
This was the last one for book
When
book
2.
3.
Because 3 was the one where you had everybody else write them.
It was the end of book 2.
Yep.
he set the tone for.
Yeah.
We should always have other people do the summaries.
Yeah, and then you had other people do them and
For the entire book,
you're
which
like,
was awesome.
Well, it was nice, but then it's like some people were going for like 6 minutes. This does not
And
need
then
to be. And then-
Melissa was like, "We have someone that wants to do more, and it would be really good at this." And I was like, "We do."
I appreciate it.
Benji does them all now for us.
Oh, god damn it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Basically,
outsourced. You got outsourced.
I want
So-
my severance pay.
You want your unemployment too? You want your disability check?
Yeah.
I'll just take it in stock.
I can sell you stock for days right now.
It's like toilet paper. Here you go.
I'll show you stock. So,
So all right. So yeah, Rob Lowe is exploring something or speaking to some older folks.
Reminds FDS of an old man Van Helsing. That's specifically referenced in the book at one point.
Yes. Yeah. Which always blew my mind because I only think of Van Helsing as the actual hunter, not the guide. You know, because I never really followed much of that
I
story.
think of him as a puppet.
Oh, I know it. I know it. Fucking forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I swear Van Helsing will try to slay me.
Eve's
I
house.
fucking-
Oh, okay,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
See, we should have had Chrissy on. She's actually paying attention.
Well, yeah, she's the best of us all.
I know.
We knew that. We
You're the
invited her.
you're the best
She not again today.
around.
Nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
Nothing's ever going to keep you down.
More pump up music. There's D Sutherland.
Yeah.
Dildo Sutherland.
Dildo. I don't think that's his first name, though.
Dildo Baggins. Sorry.
Dildo Saggins. And there is that name in an actual porn that I have seen.
I believe you.
This. It's oh crap, what is the name of it? Lord of the G String. That's it.
Lord
a-
of the G string.
It's a softcore
And
fucking
he's
Showtime.
in it. Is that
No.
what you're saying?
He might be. He's done so much shit.
Yeah.
So he is Mr. The front man,
He is Richard Straker.
Straker.
Yes.
Solid Straker. That's
Yeah.
a good
So,
choice.
so
for
what
Straker.
what does he do? though?
So there's a big mystery going on of what they're doing, but he and his partner have just
Mr.
a business
Barlow.
part. Mr. Barlow have bought the creepy ass Marsden house, the haunted, well known place of
Right.
repute in town, and also have opened
Well
up this
known at this point.
really exotic furniture store in this really tiny town, like high dollar, really
Exotic,
exclusive,
exclusive, unbelievable.
other ex words, exciting,
Especially
exuberant, especially good.
eccentric,
Neither of
exponential,
those. That actually has an ex. But so that's Straker, and
extra.
X-ray.
he is extra cool in some ways, and extra.
All right, a bra.
Whoa, boobs went in here. But Straker is the person that we see running the shop day to day, and Mr. Barlow is pretty mysteriously absent.
Like a Gatsby type character.
Sure,
Yeah, that's a fair.
but
He's a-
we don't see.
Yeah.
We see Gatsby more often.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, like you
Oh.
said, he bought the house, and then all of a sudden, weird occurrences start. These 3 new people entered the town. Well, 2.5 because we don't see Barlow, and things start happening. See, and Chrissy, I don't know. Like, you cast Donald Sutherland as anything, and it's good casting. Is it exactly what I would have pictured? No, I would not have pictured Donald Sutherland as Stryker, but I'm okay with it because it's Donald fucking Sutherland.
I think you'll make it work.
Yeah.
And yes, there's a lot more to drink tonight. Don't you worry. We've got
Copious.
an hour, 2 hours and 40 minutes left minimum. Yes, you're too trashy.
If you have to ask, then yes.
If you have to ask, is this too trashy? The answer is, you're way past that. Oh, Marsden House sighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the Castle Rock
Very
version of
famous
Marston
one.
House is way better. Is way cooler
Yeah.
on that.
I thought about watching that the other day, but I held off. I
Way to
haven't
go.
I do recommend it. If even like I mean, we talked about this on Thursdays, but on Thursday's stream, I do recommend it to
yet. When
you.
I was accidentally keeping Glenn from sleeping. Sorry for that. I got your text in the morning. I was like, shit. Sorry.
Well, he woke me up and I was like,
You.
I could
I'm
only.
not trying to be an asshole,
Yeah.
but I am trying to sleep. Literally right over there.
Yeah.
Well, like it sounded like you're just bullshitting at that point.
And we were, because I got the same text probably about the same time from the wife upstairs. She's
Yeah.
like, "You have to work at 7 a.m, and it's 2."
Well, I had to.
Yeah. You,
I had to go in at like 5.
fuck.
I am sorry.
You're not, but that's cool.
I even texted you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's like the Houston Astros. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
What can I do? What should I do?
We're sorry.
It didn't affect
Sorry.
it didn't affect the game at all. You know.
Well, I didn't say it didn't affect
Well, I
the
didn't
game.
say it didn't
Well,
affect
you did.
All right. So Ben and Susan are at dinner.
On a first date. Gonna touch tips.
Oh, and then look upon.
Get
Actually,
off the
not bad
stage.
karaoke. If I heard that guy in my normal karaoke night, he would be
That's from another Stephen King movie.
Stand By Me. Yeah, yeah.
From the
Fr-
body, I guess.
from the- Yeah.
The Body,
Yeah.
one of the 4 seasons books.
It is.
Short
Can you name
stories.
the other 3?
Well, I know it's Shawshank, and I
Mhm.
know it's I know the 3.
I know. I never. I
It's
can't
the
remember.
4th one.
What's the third? The third one's tough, but
Rita, is that the
well,
4th one?
no, that's
Shawshank Redemption.
Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption is the actual
right,
title
right.
of.
The Body, Shawshank. Fuck, what is the 3rd one that I actually do? Green Mile. Not
No.
Green Mile.
Nope.
It's I'm not gonna think of it right now.
Apt Pupil is the one I know because that's that one that's been made into a movie,
Okay.
and the 4th one has not been made into a movie yet. I think it's in production or in the process of. Let me see. Different seasons.
Different strokes. The breathing method. That's the one I always forget. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think.
Maybe it's just the 2 that I was thinking of then.
Yeah.
This guy.
No, Apt Pupil is a pretty good one. Actually, that's one. If we have a book later this year without a movie,
There are 2 that don't have visual adaptations towards the end of the year.
that might be one I recommend for. It's not a great movie, but it's Ian McKellen.
So it's good.
Yeah, it's Ian McKellen as a former Nazi.
So it's really good.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Glenny?
That black guy that was in that, like he's in other stuff. I just can't think of it right now.
Did you check your mic really quick, Glenn? Because yours did not.
I was
come-
just looking at. I was making sure he was coming through. If you're not hearing Glenn, let us know. But
Okay. I'm not hearing you.
talk.
Am I coming through now?
It's very quiet.
Hear me.
Papa, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Keep going.
Can you hear me now?
Keep going.
What about now?
I have you both muted.
Check, check, check. I'm coming through.
Benj, keep going.
1, 2.
You're number 2.
All right. Sorry about that. It's a little technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
Don't. It's fine. Talk now.
Can you hear me now?
It's coming through on there well.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Kenzie's saying it's through the computer mic she
There
hears
is
him.
no computer mic.
There is no computer mic. You might be hearing him through Luke's mic.
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hopefully he's coming through better now.
Am I coming through better now, though?
Oh, there it is.
One, I can count to 1. 2, I can count to 2.
Get
So yeah, please let us know if Glenn is coming through better now.
Okay. Kenzie's saying it's better now.
Good.
Better now. Thank you.
Well, good.
So these are the
what was
Ralphie and Danny. The Glick? Yeah.
Glicks, the Glick
Glicks.
boys.
Yep. Ralphie and Danny Glick.
Them Glick boys are at it again.
Jimmy
Glick.
Glick.
So these are just
Damn Glick boys.
two brothers. Two brothers. It's called Two Brothers.
Glicks.
That the older brother is playing tricks on the younger brother because they're going to do something that they shouldn't be.
Well, not really. They were going to their new friend Mark's house.
But they were going a way that they shouldn't have been going. They were going the not direct way. So that
No,
the
they were
older-
going the direct way.
Oh, where's your
That's the
sense
thing.
of
They weren't going the
where's your
safe way. They
sense
were
of
going the direct
adventure?
way through the woods. That's,
I want
They weren't going
to
the
take
way
a
they were
shortcut
supposed
through
to.
the woods. Not supposed to. You're supposed to be adventurous at times.
They lied to their parents about it. That was
Yeah,
the
and
thing.
now
fuck the parents.
Well,
Dan.
they're not really my type, Glenn.
Now
No, you won't
Ralphie
fuck the-
is
fuck
getting
the goddamn
dunked into some ice by an unseen
Ghoul.
hooded
Ghoulification.
figure.
Ghoulification. 3 dogs.
3 dog.
So he's under the water.
Yes.
And that's
Ralphie.
Ralphie. What was the other one's name?
Danny. Danny's the older one.
Danny's the older one that
Comes back.
comes back.
Yeah. Deliquified.
Whoa. Oh, what a stop.
On a dime. And by a dime, I mean almost a kid. Drunk, too.
Drunk, yeah.
Who drinks little glass bottles like that?
Professionals. They're
Midget.
easier to hide.
Wear it. So, Ralphie Glick, underneath the water, gets pulled out by a hooded stranger. Looks a bit like someone coming to drink some unicorn blood at the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer Philosopher's Stone.
Right.
Classic wood scene. Box truck.
Yeah, so that's Floyd, I believe. Who's Susan's current, or everybody assumes it's her boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, Floyd Tibbetts.
They're the ones moving the packages for Pickett.
Yes.
Lockett.
Lockett.
Yeah.
On
Sorry.
behalf of Stryker.
I've been watching
Stringer.
a lot of Fantastic Beasts lately, and Pickett is the little
Gotcha.
bow truckle. Painting some miniatures.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm your son's friend's mother. You don't know me, but they were on their way over to your house.
Oh, so they did actually make it to his house.
There's
A
slight
little
difference,
different.
yeah. They left at like 8. They parked by it like the pool.
Yeah. Where the fuck are the kids?
That'd be great. Wow, I'd love to meet you.
You
Bring
don't-
some wine.
You don't know me, but I'm a Glick.
I'm a total glick.
Oh, so it was the priest that found him. Callahan. It makes sense with the bottles. It plays up the
That's who came out of the car?
out of the car. Yeah. So that makes sense.
God.
That's how you know he can't be trusted. That was some weird echo going on. No.
It was probably me. I did it.
No, that's no idea. Okay, great. But yeah, so now Floyd and whoever else just entered the Marston's house to.
John Marston's house.
I believe it was John Marston. Actually, Luke.
What?
Was it John Marston?
No, he's a Red Dead.
I know. I was trying to.
John.
That's actually a pretty good connection. I can't remember what this.
I thought about that. I don't remember the real name, but it's not John.
Gotcha. I didn't connect it until literally you said John Marston.
John Marston.
What's John Marston? Fuck. Okay, yeah, something's going on with my mic now too, because I'm hearing like a weird echo and
There's only
making it sound like
one mic at a time.
like it sounded like I came unplugged.
What's going on with your audio?
Yeah,
Damn it.
One person at a time.
that I thought so, Chris. I just wanted to wait for Luke to get back before mentioning it. I appreciate you letting me know though, because I wasn't sure if it was just my end of it. You'll probably hear it when you get it on. But get it on.
When I get it on, I will hear it when I get it on. You sound great in real life.
Let's get it on.
But it sounds a little echoey over here. I don't know if
It sounds like echoey.
1 2 1 2 1 2. That sounds a little better, and it's still hearing it a bit. And they're saying Glenn's is messing up too.
Nothing changed.
I know. Literally, it was just when you stood up. Like something went weird with it.
It's probably me.
Yeah. Don't fucking move. Stop looking at her. That's a handsome Beamer right there, hatchback.
Are you still hearing it?
No, it sounds a little better now.
He's all fucked up again. And by that I mean a douche.
Douchebag.
Hopefully that's better. I did very little, which is like the best way to fix audio problems is do very little and hope it works.
Yeah. How's it sounding now, guys?
If not,
Chat,
then
let us know.
you messed up real bit.
sounding
We're
better
about
now.
30 minutes in.
Let's
so we'll
start over from the start.
We've done it before.
Oh, a boat.
He's got a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I got a boat, motherfuckers. So what are these guys, a search party?
Yes, they are looking for Ralphie.
Dufresne search party or two?
Dufresne.
Oh, they got snowmobiles.
Well, they are in Maine. I mean,
I don't care.
dude,
They got German shepherds, snowmobiles.
Glenn's mic is still weird. Why are you doing weird things to the microphone? Do you want a different color?
in fairness, it is a white kid missing, so that's,
Can you give me a different color mic? That will solve the problems.
They get the.
Hopefully we'll.
I think a lot of these people don't realize that I am weird.
I think that's.
I think it's just me.
They just believe that you're like normal, and it makes us look bad. But you're the one that's really fucking weird.
Yeah, and he's just sitting here modulating his own voice to make it up and down.
Yeah, no.
And then Rob Lowe comes in and makes chili for everybody.
Dude, I love chili. Dude, chili dogs are like one of my favorite food groups.
Yeah, that's. I will challenge you. I actually came up with a different version of chili dogs. Not quite chili dogs. Tree soap.
Tree soap?
Chorizo.
Tree soap and chili.
Chorizo on top of the chili dog. Fry that shit up.
That I could be okay with.
It's basically just like, same texture, just a little different
sure.
flavoring.
That I could be okay with.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tree soap.
Tree soap.
Tree
What
soap.
the hell is tree soap? Is that what Ents use? So what do you think of Rob Lowe as Ben Mears?
He's Rob Loweing it up. He's pretty as fuck, and
Is he? He's not my type.
He's always been too pretty for everything.
I don't know. I don't know him much really, other than it's just like, oh, Rob Lowe's a big deal. I'm like, why?
He's really not. I mean, I can name maybe 3 things I know him from. You know, The Office, Parks and Rec, this, now, St. Elmo's Fire.
Okay.
We heard that song earlier. Didn't we?
It's a good song.
By John Parr.
John Parr.
He's in
They're saying
The Outsiders.
Glenn's blown him out now.
I know, which is crazy because it was.
I'm
so
not blowing
quiet earlier.
anybody.
No, I think there was a connection earlier.
Yeah.
A connection with the microphone earlier that now it it fixed itself.
Gotcha.
And I
since
cranked you
had
up.
Cranking.
So hopefully, tree soap.
Gotcha.
Tree soap versus Glenn. They are hating you more and more, and it's my fault.
Well, they loved me earlier, and now you're just trying to.
You weren't coming through there.
Yeah.
It was like the same fucking problem. God damn it. Here's Officer, what's his face?
Officer Doofy.
Officer Doofy. We were talking about him earlier too.
David Arquette.
He got it.
Oh,
We were like
David Arnett.
we were stuck
Well,
on
actually,
we
no,
were stuck
Doofy
on
was not Arquette.
Dewey.
Dewey, yes.
Officer Dewey was from Scream.
Doofy was from Not Another Teen Movie.
But it was like
He's
a
from
spoof.
Scary Movie.
A spoof.
Oh,
off,
yeah.
Spoof
yeah,
off
yeah.
of him, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Essentially.
No, but we were like Courtney Cox Arnett. Courtney Cox Arnett.
Yeah.
That conversation happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like,
No, it's Arquette.
God damn it, that was.
He's a pro wrestler now. Former WCW World Champion David
remember that.
Arquette is now a pro wrestler.
Like, that makes sense because he was in Ready to Rumble.
And that's the whole tie-in. It was basically just to get so much heat on him. Like it was Vince Russo. It's like, everybody's gonna hate this. It's gonna be great, and everybody fucking despised it, and it kills your entire show. It literally is like the start of the downfall of WCW.
Oh, really?
One of the major
For
factors.
the movie itself?
No, well, for the actual like WCW wrestling just world.
I'm saying the fact that the movie was there.
No, that they put the title on David Arquette, like the legitimate world title, no, legitimate quote unquote, for the wrestling company.
He actually won.
He actually
the true
won.
title.
Yeah, the actor did, not the character he played.
Hey, Jake Cruz, welcome, buddy. Glad you could make it for us. We are. What's our timestamp? Ready? Since we're not doing screen caps, we are 37 minutes and 45 seconds right now.
Yep.
In the 2004 version of Salem's Lot with Rob Lowe and Donald Sutherland and a bunch of other people that other people probably know.
Yeah. Like I said, well, James Cromwell, Father Callahan, he's one.
Father of Babe.
Father of Babe.
Babe father.
Babe Father. The Babe Father.
I will say Samantha Mathis. She's familiar.
She is not
Joe
Amy Smart,
Mathis's
though.
daughter.
She's not Amy Smart, no, but she was
is
in.
not related to Judge Joe Mathis.
That's where
I don't think.
I know. Okay, now I know exactly where I knew her from. She was Princess Peach in Mario Bros.
Was she Mario Von Peach?
Oh goddamn, Mario Von Peach.
I knew I'd get it with that one.
Mario Von Peach.
Thanks for coming out.
She was Peach Mario Bowser hyphen Bowser.
Peach Mario hyphen Bowser. Was that the one with John Leguizamo?
Yes, and
the second one?
No, there was only one.
There were two. You watch your mouth. There were two.
There
were two. There was a Super Mario Brothers 2
Easy,
movie.
Gus.
Yes.
I will look, but Mario, in the first one at least, was played by none other than Bob Hoskins, who also was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
And he was Shmee.
Was he?
In Hook.
In Hook?
Oh, yeah.
2004. I was a young child then, Mackenzie says. 2004 was the year before the best year in music, in my opinion.
How did 2004 come before 1994?
Well, 2005 is the best year in music, in my opinion.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
It's a good year.
It is a good
go
year.
on. What do you mean?
There were a lot of
Britney
really
Spears.
Dude, I loved what Britney was doing. That she shaved her head that year.
Yeah. actually.
It was right around then.
You're
Might not have been then, but it was right around
Might have
then.
been
No,
2005.
City of Evil, Avenged Sevenfold came out in 2005. There
Oh,
was a
man.
bunch of great
All
great
the
albums.
music just flowing.
Yep. 2004 was the year I got married. So
I remember.
Yeah.
October. I want to say 13th. It doesn't sound right, but it's in the teens, right?
Mm.
No, 7th, 9th. I'll keep guessing.
It's all even numbers. Put it that way.
Mm.
That cuts your list in half, at least.
It narrows it down.
That was the whole point.
I've got 15 options at this point.
Yeah, that was the whole point of picking the day that we picked. So
10:04.
you could literally start with the first one.
2 was the second.
Yeah, 10:02:04.
So this guy here, he has the coronavirus.
He does. He was drinking
Oh, no,
Coronas
this is-
on the
this-
way here.
But this is 04, so he's more got the SARS.
We're more in SARS.
SARS.
and-
Bird flu.
what was the cow?
Mad cow.
Mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease. What's your other?
Oh, fandom. At the moment you just realized you're watching the 1971 instead of the 04, 79 version. But
Yeah, I thought I said that whenever you asked earlier. Apparently, they're both like
Well,
exactly 3 hours.
and I sent you the link for to actually watch, where we're at.
Fandom, I think yours might be better.
It might be.
That's like. I assume that's probably like taking a class, and they're like, oh, you need this textbook, like the 8th version of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And you
I've
can
got
only
the
find
7th version for like $90 cheaper.
I got this for pennies on the dollar. And like,
It's-
oh no, that won't do any good.
Oh, it's like Scientology. You get to Thetan level 7, and then, oh wait, we found a new text that revamps everything else. So you have to go back and rebuy all of the updated versions.
It's good marketing. Just like religion.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right, Kenzie. 7-year-olds shouldn't be watching this or this stream. Really, no one should be watching this stream.
I've been dedicated in marking which ones are children accessible for us. I have to be. With
Yeah,
the way
'cause-
YouTube is nowadays.
Yeah, and especially I caught it.
That's not catching it. That's saying it and then realizing it.
I realized I was saying it fine, but especially now because we are going to be
start doing this. I'll have some espresso.
No, I would say espresso. It's just especially. That's the only one that But anyway, because we are moving all of our Harry Potter stuff over. We're moving Stephen King, Game of
Mhm.
Thrones.
Most of our stuff is not kid friendly, but
No,
we'd
but
have
the
some
Harry Potter one is.
heavy hitting, very kid friendly, specifically kid friendly stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I agree. I'm shocked that both are exactly 3 hours
I'm
long,
not,
but I think
because-
it's because they're both mini series that
Yeah.
are probably 2 episodes each.
Yeah. So you figure an hour and a half each with commercial. You give them a half hour. Half-hour commercial. Oh, we're getting some
what are
upper thigh.
what are mini skirts for, ladies and gentlemen?
Mini-series.
Friends and neighbors.
Oh, they said this is a mini series.
It's a TNT.
Not a
so
mini
they
skirt.
can get away with. So wait, okay? So that's Mom. Is that Doctor? I was kind of not.
That is
Dr. Evil.
McDougal
Mc-
and Dr. McCheese. I don't know his name.
Dr. Mayor McCheese.
James. Oh, that's Cody. That might be James Cody, the friend of Ben Nears. Later
Whoops.
on.
The teacher?
No, Dr. Cody, the one that works on that. You'll get to it, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's James Cody.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I just don't remember.
he
That
was part
like,
of the.
That was
gra-
like 3 books ago for me.
Only 4 days, but
It's a true story though.
yeah, our roles, plays, and games channel or shows should be fairly kid friendly,
Except for the games that are rated M for mature.
which you can't stream on. Well, you can,
Why? Of course you can.
but yeah, you can stream those, and they can
When
have
we
straight
play
up
Mario Kart or Lego Lord of the Rings, which we started at
Right.
some point about a year and a half ago.
You can honestly play Red Dead. There's no nudity in that.
Still rated M.
You don't have to. You don't have to do.
Hey, I'm not parenting other kids. I've already got my one that I have to worry about.
What about Grand Theft Auto? Can we do that one?
There you go. Well, as we're working on some more.
I'm
new in town.
I think it's working.
You think?
There, it's working enough.
Go nowhere near it. No one touched the table at all.
Well,
So, by the way, what are we drinking tonight?
we are drinking beer.
Eh,
Way to
No,
go.
So, Glennie and I are drinking STL IPA by
Stilipa.
India Pale Ale by
Stilipa.
Urban Chestnut Brewing Company here in St. Louis. I wanted to stick with our. I did pick a couple that
yeah.
were either themed or local. So
Nice.
Urban Chestnut local. The other one that I have is themed, and we'll get to it.
Nice. And I probably will grab one of those if I can. And you
One
can,
of these.
if
This
you-
is it.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
There
Well,
were
what-
four.
yeah, they usually come in the 4-pack, so that's
Yep.
fine. Of your other one, I may trade.
You can try it.
Okay. I believe I've had this one before.
You have.
Yeah.
They're
If
good.
you want this one, I can trade.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, and when mine, would you like a Guinness or a Next Coast IPA?
I'll do again.
Again, I'll make a straight trade right here. I hadn't even sipped out of it; just cracked it open. So yeah, I brought
getting that.
some Guinness Extra Stout and some Goose Island Next Coast.
IPA.
Yeah, Next Coast IPA. It's pretty
Won't-
good. I
Won't
like
let you
both of
down,
them.
Goose.
Next Coast IPA. I'm not gonna say the joke that we had earlier. I was like, we had a pale ale joke earlier, but I'm not gonna pull that one out right now.
Pepsi, coffee, milk. All right, fair choices all.
So,
A Pepsi Stout.
dude,
A Pepsi milk
I
stout.
think,
Pepsi
I think
ale.
there really could be cola stouts.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that would work well.
I still want to. I still want a fucking buzz beer. The Drew Carey. Drew Carey was ahead of it because now, yeah, there's the coffee beers and all that. But I don't think
What
it
was
was.
Buzz? I mean, I know it's from the show.
Well,
the
well,
Drew
it's
Carey show.
buzz beer. Yeah,
Right.
buzz beer.
What about it?
It was a coffee beer. It was a beer brewed, or it was a beer brewed with coffee, and that was before the whole, coffee stout and craft, pop kind of thing. They were ahead of the game. I think it was like an ale. I think that was the.
There is a company doing coffee infused beers. The I'll say not co-founder, but she used to be the president or like basically the number 2 at Sam Adams Brewery, Boston Brewing Company. She went off to do her own thing, and I forget what the name of it is, but it was coffee inspired beers.
Oh, nice. So yeah, and like I started saying, I'm like, I'd like to try coffee infused beer, but then I'm like, I've had several. Now that I think about it, just like trying to do the
And
callback.
they weren't just coffee stouts either.
But
They were
yeah. But yeah,
Coffee.
like I think a cola infused beer, like a cola stout, could be good. I don't see why that wouldn't be doable. We need to get in contact with our friends at 6 Mile Bridge, or you're the other one you're friends with,
Steampunk Brewery.
Steampunk. Yeah.
I've got a coaster somewhere. I'm using my 6 Mile Bridge coaster.
Yes.
One of them.
Yes. If you ever get a chance, get some of their beer. That's very good.
Get all of their beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. You notice none of them have the main accent though, which is a little
Yep.
disappointing.
Hey, yeah.
Yep.
Jay Cruz knows Buzz
Oh, yeah.
beer.
What was it, like a Boston accent?
It's a slowed down Boston. Like it's a hillbilly Boston. Is
A
the
bit.
like
bit.
it's kind of like yep, they're going up to the farm. Yep. And that's a little more southern than it really is. It's more like Canadian.
Canadian Boston.
Yeah, hybrid.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going up to the bar.
Yeah. It's kind of like if
There is a lot of
Mackenzie
that.
and it's kind of like if Mackenzie and my co-host Felicia. No, I know. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
Hey, Mary B, welcome. I'm sorry that you're yawning. I'm sorry that we're being very boring.
Boring.
We'll take that very personally, just so you know. You're breaking our heart. We'll be better. Hey, we'll be better.
Will we though? Probably
No.
not.
So now this is Danny Glick in the hospital.
we will put you to sleep.
He was found, and now he's being.
I guess the drinks that puts you to sleep.
Oh, is this a change?
Because
I think this is Barlow.
ensuring that they will go away.
Hang on. No, there's still Kurt Barlow. It's a dude. So I don't.
I think he's just losing it. This is Danny Glick.
Yeah.
He's just losing his mind.
Yeah.
Well,
Not only was, but is, as in like is the fandom.
Rutger Hauer? Who's that?
Find out. No, it's Barlow.
Okay. Who else is he?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The only reason I know the name is because I literally I'm looking at the IMDb. He was just on screen apparently.
who's this?
Rutger Hauer. He was
Hauer?
Hauer.
Oh,
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, he's been in a bunch, but you never know his name unless you like you know his face. He's in Blade Runner, Hobo with a Shotgun. He's in Batman Begins.
He was in only vampire movies.
Batman Begins.
So only vampire movies.
there's probably a couple vampires in that, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I'm sure.
Scarecrow's a vampire.
Scarecrow.
right?
Yeah.
scarecrows and vampires. We're talking
Yeah,
about the Wizard of Oz,
I
right?
just saw that fandom.
Wizard of Oz is totally a vampire movie.
Yeah,
He was in True Blood, vampire show.
When you fit the bill,
He's a vampire.
I mean, this is the dude. Here, give me 1 second.
who's this guy?
He looks like a fucking vampire. I mean, it's
Alright.
Fair enough.
You know,
I think you could have played Gellert Grindelwald too.
he could have. Yeah, he could have played an older like.
Or his brother, Pat.
Is he dead?
Oh, is this one? Yeah, this is the chair scene when he, like is seducing and like all the
they
old.
they all saw the dog. I ruined it.
Oh. Yeah.
Whoops.
She's been laying on my head on my lap for the last 20
Now
minutes.
she's over there flipping Kleenexes all over the place.
flipping a bitch.
Here's Benji's crotch. and a dog. Ooh, teacher time.
Oh yeah.
So what's this guy from? This black guy here.
He's actually a known. Oh shit. Oh, I know this guy, Andre Brower. Homicide, Life on the Street, The Mist. I want to say he was in The Wire. I'm pretty sure he was from The Wire.
I've heard that show is amazing.
It's fantastic. Thief. And no, I apologize. It's a different actor, so I am incorrect about
Oh,
that. There's
so
another
he's
guy.
not- He's not in that.
He's not in The Wire, but he is in Homicide, Life on the Street, which, and he was in a bunch of Law and Order SVUs. He was
Okay,
With
that's-
Ice-T?
yes, I believe he was one of the captains after Kragen left. I could be wrong about that.
I haven't really watched that show, but I've seen like commercials and
Yeah.
shit like
I've
that.
also
so
seen comedy shows.
But
about,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably
okay,
he's the captain and
gotcha.
yeah, in that. So
Yep.
yeah.
Have you seen Betty this week? No, why? Did something happen? Yeah, we're the murder police.
The guy who's moving crates,
Who's always
but
moving
can't
crates?
find the time to not move
Hey,
crates.
excuse me, do you have a minute to ask you some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, but make it quick. I gotta move these boxes.
I gotta move these crates.
The bartender that never really knows people,
everybody.
but knows everything about everyone.
Yeah, she was in here at 7:30.
7:35. Tuesday.
So that's one of those shows I've tried watching several episodes, and I just want to punch Andy in the face, and or whatever the lead actor. It's not Milonakis, but it's
Andy
An-
Milonakis.
Andy
Milonakis.
Sandberg. That's it.
No,
Where are we talking about him on Thursday night? I was talking about that. Somebody was talking about him, how he never ages. Like he still looks like he's 15.
Milonakis?
Yeah, he's like 40.
We maybe got on that topic,
But Andy Sandberg, something about a guy. I just want to punch him in the face and can't watch that show. Nice.
okay, that was
Have a good night, LMR. No, fandom. The best Blade movie is Blade 3 with Triple H in it. Come on.
Thanks for being here, LMR,
Thanks for coming out.
and stay classy.
But mainly, thanks for coming out.
But more importantly, LMR, thanks for coming out.
But stay classy.
Location.
Oh, that's deep.
What did he say?
He said they were talking about how the house is judging them from the hill. And he's like, or it's the mirror that you're judging yourself.
Could be.
Man, Susan's really involved in this, and she wasn't before.
No, not
She
until
was just like, "Oh, I have a crush on Ben." That was like it.
do
wasn't
me in the
it?
park. Yeah, I have a crush. Hey, why don't we go to the park where all the teens go to make out? That was about her story.
Yum.
Why is J. Cruz saying Jessica Biel? I mean, I'm not against it. I just
Yeah, that's always a great name to see.
I'm just curious as to why.
Just
she's,
because.
I mean, always.
Why not?
The answer is yeah.
Hey, it's not Amy.
You didn't ask, but yeah.
Yeah, not Amy, but I'm trying to think of her character's name from Seventh Heaven. Still just. Whew.
What was it? The oldest sister that just like fucked off after a while.
Yeah, basically, yeah. She's like, I can do movies and get paid, so I'm going to.
Well,
Which
what are you gonna do?
Well, it's better than what ended up with the dad. Turned out he's a pedo. The actual actor, the guy who played the dad.
And he was in
Alan,
No, not Alan Thicke.
which is the dad.
No, Alan Thicke
Bruce-
was the dad from Growing Pains. Seventh
No,
Heaven.
it was, the same guy that was in
You see the mistake I made.
Always Sunny in
A little bit,
Philadelphia.
yeah. You're thinking of Kirk Cameron being the hot older sister, and that's not who we're talking. We're talking about Jessica Biel here.
Similar. They're essentially the same fucking show. Let's be honest on that.
There's a lot of shows that were the exact same thing.
Oh, Blade 3, Jessica Biel. Yes. Okay, yes, she was. And Ryan Reynolds was in Blade 3 as well.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
Mary B, I'm glad we're not discussing
Yeah.
it seriously.
No.
We're trying to watch it. It hasn't been great from what I've seen. Like it's okay.
It's a decent
We're not
TV
giving it a
movie.
good shake.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah,
But
to be fair.
Oh man. But
yeah, so this is
more bad acting.
overact dramatic pause.
Alan Thicke, another Canadian icon.
So there
Yeah?
was
Like a Canadian tuxedo.
so
All
he was
denim.
in there was Step by Step and Growing Pains
Yes.
were like the exact same show.
Yes and no, because Growing Pains was more family ties, where it's the mom and dad raising 3.5 to 4 kids. Step by Step was Brady Bunch.
It was Brady Bunch. That was
With-
the two families, and then yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
No, it wasn't
Patrick Duffy.
the cousin?
The cousin,
that lived in
yeah.
the driveway. in
Yeah,
his-
and
in
then
his
it was
van.
Balky. The guy who played Balky moved in when that guy got arrested for some.
You know, every time I hear the song "Bad to the Bone," I think of the cousin in his van.
Really?
Every single time.
I always like
Every time.
every Halloween. I think of the
Or when
Growing Pains Halloween episode, like hands down. I don't remember the specifics of it. I just
Or when I go and ride on the Screaming Eagle, any wooden roller coaster, just like
just
because the intro
The
had
intro.
the dueling roller coasters.
yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
did,
It was like
did.
the dueling roller coasters, and every time I ride on a like one of those kind of boardwalk
Yeah.
wooden roller coasters, I'm like, good
Oh,
grief!
Danny Glick died
God damn it.
Died in the hospital.
in the hospital.
Well, did he
Anemia.
deserve it?
Jeans on top for a shirt, jacket, and on bottom. The Canadian tuxedo. That's
Yeah,
right.
Balky was in Langoliers. He was the asshole in it. He was he was one of the
Glenn
assholes.
loves assholes.
Yeah. Now, okay, when I say Balky, do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Balcony? Is that what you said?
Balky. He was the cousin from Perfect Strangers. Or no, was it? Yeah, Perfect Strangers. It was basically a guy's cousin moves from Papadopoulos or something, some shit like that. And it's Balky.
Okay.
Whatever.
At any rate.
I'll go with Geddy Lee as a top Canadian. That would be
It's
a top
pretty good Canadian.
That's Brian Adams. Pretty good Canadian.
Neil freaking Peart. Rest in peace. Neil
Cheers.
freaking Peart.
Yes.
Ricky. Bubbles.
Bubbles. Oh yeah.
Julian.
Yeah, Julie. It's you have to trust the liquor, Randy.
Wayne. Here's to Wayne.
Goddamn
And
cheeseburgers.
Katie girl.
Oh yeah, Wayne. Puck. Dairy.
Dairy.
Yeah. Okay, Dairy. Okay.
Squirrely Dan.
Okay. Dial it back here. About 25%.
Ike.
How do you not
Ike.
know Balky? Because Jake,
They're young.
we're embarrassing. We're awful people. You don't really want to know us.
Kyle's younger brother.
Hey,
Ike.
do you remember Alf? He's back and in Pog form.
You guys remember those pogs? I really like
Oh,
those
man.
pogs.
Remember when Riley was like,
Oh man,
"What
please,
are pogs?"
Please tell this story.
We're like, so Riley,
Mr.
what
Narrow
was
C
Mr.
himself.
Narrow
he was
C.
born in like 2003 or something like that.
97.
97. So
And
he said,
pogs were out.
he
in
says, and I quote,
97, 98.
No, 95. 94, 95. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
No.
I was third grade.
it was after that.
so granted,
Anyway.
he probably shouldn't know what they are, or probably wouldn't, but
He should be aware of what they are.
yeah. But anyways, Luke was telling a story about pogs, and Riley was
It was
like,
like a really generic, like anyone would relate to
Yeah.
it.
Riley was like, "What are pogs?" And Luke just looked at him and was like, "Is that a joke or something?"
is that a joke? Like, I'm not the driest of humors, but
Yeah.
it was really funny.
Yeah, you're not
because
even
I was
funny
just
at
being,
all,
I was just
so.
being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny.
Yeah, Alf would be a great show to remake. It could be done, but it'd be CGI. They wouldn't do it with the puppet, which would make it not right, not good. Actually, it sounds like Poe's having her own fun upstairs. And,
I don't know what that was.
in the most carnal of senses. But then I actually did watch. ABC had a thing this week of remaking classic TV shows in front of a live audience. I think it's called like live in studio or whatever.
Mhm.
And they remade shot for shot an episode of All in the Family and the Jeffersons.
Oh, really?
And they had like Woody Harrelson as Archie Bunker
Oh,
and
okay.
Marissa Tomei as Edith and Jamie Foxx as George Jefferson. And they're like, well, and some of the topics still hold up to this day. I mean, yeah, sure, it was funny, and Woody Harrelson just overacted the shit out of it, but it was him doing what he does best.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't those two shows had like crossover?
well, Jeffersons was a spin-off of All in the Family.
Okay,
Like the
yeah.
Jeffersons lived down the street from the Bunkers, and then they moved on up to
Yeah.
the Come on, Bo.
I'm so sorry. Why'd you
Oh,
go in there?
Potaboo.
Hi, okay. Hi.
Jefferson's on ice. I
love
love Sherman
Sherman
Helmsley.
Kingpin reference.
Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Munson. Goodbye, whore.
I'm gonna get Munson out here in the middle of nowhere. Wait, what did you say? It's a figure of speech.
Being up creek without a paddle, having the life in your hands and blowing it. You know, Munson.
That's the one we need to do a live watch on.
Kingpin?
Actually, we should make that an opposite. Like for your weeks of fucking gets lit, we should do classic '90s like just comedies. Just sit back and
Hezekiah Munson.
That's true. I don't think any of our Gets Lit books have visual adaptations. They're a lot newer in general than these.
Yeah, that'd be a fun break and a fun just reason just to sit back and drink some more. So.
You know, we just need to drink more.
We
need to get back into drinking all the time again.
Drink.
Or are we just complaining about how difficult that was?
Well, it wasn't the drinking that was the problem.
It was the consistent drinking.
It was the consistent drinking and the preparation for it.
Okay, speak for yourself. The after the fact wasn't the issue. It was.
No, because like
it was just the getting ready for it.
Yeah, like I had to every week, do all the breakdowns. All you guys had to do was watch.
Wow, that's all. Yeah.
You know what I mean. Watch and write down your notes. I had to go through 3 times. Most of the time I didn't do that though.
Pick one. I don't know what the rules are going to be yet, but we're going to have some kind of rule.
All right.
Using D20s.
All right, so every appearance of a vampire. Yeah, that might be a little rough. Let's do it to the 90-minute mark. To the 90-minute mark, every suspected appearance of a vampire, we roll.
Is this a vampire here?
Not yet.
Could be.
I don't know, Chad, give us some ideas on what we should
Whoa.
roll to drink for. Or roll to tell truths.
Rolls,
Something.
plays, and
Phrase-
games.
We can role play and we can game.
Second, okay, yeah. Yeah, Jefferson's being the second best spin-off of all time behind Frasier. I'd almost agree. Because there's only been a handful of truly good spin-off shows.
Yeah, except for all of them.
No, because
name one bad spin-off.
Sheldon, young Sheldon.
Okay, well the show sucks to start with, so
Big Bang for the first couple seasons was fine. For the first couple seasons, they were fine because they were more making fun of
people that I went to college with.
No, they weren't making.
I'm those people.
But it was. It was more genuine and lighthearted. The later seasons, it got just forced and everything like that.
Yeah, most shows, they go too long.
Said Funk.
Oh, yeah. See, this is totally different, isn't it? There was no her cheating on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is different. Yeah, this is a different
thing
that I was thinking of.
Well, they're condensing. It
is a bit of a consolidation
because it's a different. Yeah, because there was another.
They're putting 2 couples to be one
with another character. Because yeah.
Okay.
So
I feel better about this.
Yeah,
I'm good with this.
Yeah.
I like it. This is. We also don't see the shotgun in his mouth where he shits his pants literally.
Yeah.
And
he pulls the trigger and
made it look like a total fucking bitch. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes off, gets drunk, and then gets found by I want to say it's Barlow, who is like, "You don't want to feel that way anymore," and he basically gets talked into.
And that was that was the doctor.
I believe so.
But that's way different than who it was in the book.
Yeah, the book it was a teenager. And it wasn't it wasn't the teenage mom, because that's the teenage mom, and that was beating the kid.
And that was McDougal.
Yeah,
McDougal mom.
Yeah, because I don't think the McDougals are in. No, the McDougals are in this. It's
they could have lessened this movie by an hour. Chrissy, we're almost an hour. We're exactly an hour in right now. I felt the same way about the book.
No,
To be fair,
yeah.
to be completely honest, I thought the book was too long.
yeah.
But we talked about that, and for some reason, you still talk to me.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same thing with like the miniseries. It was okay, but it could have easily. Well, that actually should have
That
been.
was close to being really good.
But
The adults sucked.
they did. They should have kept it. The first episode was better because it had the flashbacks from the adults to the kids, which basically was the opening of the book. But the second half, it was just adults, and they didn't have really. They had like one or two flashbacks, but that was it, and it just didn't feel right. It was like you should have kept the story going parallel instead of going through the whole kid's story the first time through. As in the movie, the 2017, 2019 movies made the same mistake. Instead of doing the back and forth,
I thought they did it well in the second movie. The second movie was good.
it was better the second time I watched it. The first time I watched it, again,
I
I
liked
was
it a lot.
I was tired. My eyes were hurting, and I was just getting bugged because it was late.
And no doubt, Tim Curry was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt he was awesome.
Yeah,
he was
but-
about the only thing that was awesome.
Yes.
In that
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah. But
Well,
I
they're
will give
saying that he
credit to
Killed
but-
it.
Oh
Which,
no,
which could be like he killed the vibe of it.
Oh, he totally killed it.
He killed
Or
it.
He killed it, but he was
Like, so he was
it.
really bad in it, is what he's
Well,
saying.
but you could also take it literally of like he was the one that killed it, but just not true because he was in fact the person that played it.
Did he kill
Okay,
himself?
so here's the Mike Ryerson.
Debatable.
Here's the Mike Ryerson scene. It's me, Ned Ryerson. Every time I heard it, like Mike Ryerson was this, and he's in. Oh come on, Ned Ryerson, really? Chat, tell them where they're.
I just think of Riders on the Storm.
No,
What do you say that?
give it 15
Ned-
seconds.
Ned Ryerson.
And I know DA is gonna get this.
Ryerson?
Ned Ryerson. I'm not gonna give you the name. Hey,
You know, I
It's me,
reread the same things
Ned.
over
Ned
and
Ryerson.
over again. No, what I think of when you say it like that, it's me, Reginald Fairfield. That's what I get out of it.
I don't know that one.
You get that one. That's from Boy Meets World. Reginald
Okay, Kenzie, you
Fairfield.
fail. There we go. Thank you, Mary B. I knew somebody would fucking get it.
Groundhog Day. Eh,
Be-
it's okay.
Second best Bill Murray movie of all time.
Stop it. Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
Hey.
all his second best movie, okay?
This is true, except for one. Now, what's the one?
They are literally all his second best. None of them are his best. He does not have a best
Yes.
yet.
Yes, he does.
He does not have a best yet.
Yes, he
He's
does.
still doing it.
He's still doing it. Fine. Best to this point. Yes, there is.
Which one?
Ghostbusters.
Fine.
That's
It's great.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
Cat-
It's gotta
that-
be up there.
That's right there. But he wasn't a star or even a lead. He was a very low supporting. So that
He's in the movie though.
he was in the movie. Role wise, sure, but movie itself, Groundhog Day, is fantastic. But it's one of the every morning he walks by and the guy goes, "Phil, it's Ned Ryerson."
Okay.
And so every time I
Is
hear
that
Mike
the
Ryerson,
First Steps of Doozy? Is that
Yeah,
the guy that says
that's
that?
yep. They're-
If
they're-
you'd have given me that, would have been hands like that.
fair.
To me, that's the part that I remember.
Fair.
The First Steps of Doozy, and he's like, "You motherfucker!" It's like, if I hear you say that one more time, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off.
And he also came back for the Super Bowl commercial they did.
That was a thing.
Roll for
There's a vampire.
Vampirical. If it's evens,
Vampirical.
mine's even.
13.
9, motherfucker. Or a 6.
I'll finish.
What is it?
Are we? Shit, we're going for finishes. Well,
I was
you're
gonna
lucky.
finish
Is that
either way.
supposed to be a 9?
Where's the line?
It's not a line. It's a dot.
It's a
All
dot.
right, well, okay.
It's a good question. I would say that dot goes up, and so that's a 6, and that's a 9.
Which one did I roll?
You rolled a 6.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just-
a 6.
You're just saying that though. 'Cause
Yeah.
Dot goes top left corner.
Dot goes bottom right. Because if you're going top,
How about I
left-
just
like
I'll
if you
just
go-
drink?
Just drink.
just drink? Yeah.
Well, it's also good to know. I'm curious as to how I haven't used these much.
Yeah, that would like if you look at it, because if yeah, no, Because if you look at
think
it,
bottom
No.
right makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like nine period,
Yep.
9 decimal.
Yep. So that'd be my guess.
Oh, they're set up differently too. Let me see that. Because this has 6 and 9 together right there. This has 6 and then like they're separated. So
Yeah.
They're set up differently.
Unbelievable.
their number systems are slightly different.
Well, I have more numbers.
See, this one
than
has
you,
6 and 9 right next to.
Oh,
Actually, like
I'm
this.
only rolling a 12.
Oh.
I have 92 fucking numbers.
What about was good? Yeah. That was a good one. Scrooged is the second best adaptation. I have this. I have a 20. It's
That's the 12.
yeah. Scrooge is the second best adaptation of A Christmas Carol ever. The first being Mickey's Christmas Carol with Scrooge McDuck, and I stand by that statement.
McDuckins.
Zombieland was a great appearance.
I was gonna throw out the Zombieland, but I mean he's in there for like 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Have you seen the new one?
Hey, if you have any regrets? And he's like, Garfield, probably.
All right, what's going on here? So
I think this is Mike Ryerson is found missing now, or
Man.
oh
Or-
Oh, man.
yeah, I love how Ben's just like, is he alone? I'm a fucking vampire hunter now, or some shit, because I was
he just feels like a badass.
yeah,
doesn't
I'm
he?
investigating this house because I've had one scary thing happen to me there when I was a kid, and now I'm coming back to write
Just,
about
like,
it.
Takes on the mantle
Yeah.
immediately. But
Which I get. The
there's
name
so-
Ben is a strong name, and it dictates
especially in Stephen King books. Apparently,
yeah, Ben.
he's a big fan of the name. Is one of his kids named Ben?
I don't think so. I don't
think-
know. But
A lot of his kids are named Ben. They're in the books.
they're in the books. But also think about it. As much as he types, Ben is an easy name to type.
But it
It,
it takes 2 hands though.
it does, but it's a 3-letter.
Especially if you have one of the hands on caps lock, because you have to capitalize B.
Oh,
Oh, got him.
Or if you have a
Oh,
hook.
man.
Did you just say Luca Brasi?
They're a great St. Louis band.
Luca Brasi is a St. Louis band?
I know they're a band. I thought they were from St.
You're not
Louis.
saying Fugazi? Okay.
Yeah, Susan is a popular name.
61.
61?
Mike, obviously, he does go. He sticks with basic.
Critical fail. He did. Oh, this is okay. This is the scene.
Yes, Mike Ryerson was at the teacher's house saying, "Teach, I'm sick. I don't know what's going on. I fell asleep at the grave and all this." And then he puts him in the room, and then starts hearing
But you are crazy.
Could I
crazy good looking.
Crazy like a motherfucker.
There's Jim Leahy.
It looks like a James.
James-
It really looked like
James Leahy.
Jim Leahy. Jameson Leahy.
Oh, so this is Perkins though.
Yeah, we saw him earlier.
Well, yeah, no, I'm
he
just-
was questioning Ben.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I was gonna say something earlier. I couldn't think of his name.
Steve Vidler.
Parkins, right? It's
It is Parkins.
Parkins something. Parkins is his first name.
Parkinson's?
No, Sheriff Parkins.
I think in the book
In
it
the
was
book it is-
Parkins something.
Yes.
But
they
the
probably
way he questioned Ben earlier, I thought he did not hit the same feel.
the
that we-
hometown kind of like
I'm just asking questions.
I'm doing my
here.
job. You know.
It was very more accusatory. It
Yeah.
was very more direct. Hey, I think you're involved in this. Where in the book, it was very much like, you know what? I'm just looking to get to know you. You're the new guy in town.
Yeah.
I know someone who's new in town, and I just want to know what's going on.
Exactly. So Stephen Vidler, the actor, is known for See No Evil, starring Glenn Jacobs from 2006. Any idea who Glenn Jacobs is?
No.
Glenn?
No.
He is the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, also known as Kane from the WWE.
One of my all-time favorites.
Mine too, actually. Yeah, he definitely is, and one of the smartest people you could ever actually listen to.
Parkins Gillespie.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I believe that he was always really intelligent. I believe that.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Glenn Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs. The best Glenn we know.
This is true.
Do you know him though?
The best Glenn I want to know.
I've seen him in the airport before.
So you know.
Undertaker's
You know
brother.
him now.
No, those were my favorite days, though. The
Oh, my trivia side is always... There's only one reason why I'm on these goddamn shows. It's random, useless trivia knowledge. That's it, and I'm not even that good at it.
I just reread the same things over and over again. No, those were my favorite wrestling days, though. I mean, like the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker stuff
Fuck yeah.
was awesome.
Until it was McMahon behind the ministry, which was bullshit. It was. No,
that wasn't cool.
it's just like Hornswoggle being the hidden GM kind of thing.
I don't know what
That was after
references.
Yeah,
but
it was as bad as
But
that.
it was
But yes, that
the,
era.
the Acolytes.
Yep.
There were a couple other.
The Brood.
groups. The Brood.
The Brood,
yeah.
Edge, Christian, and
Edge
Gangrel,
Christian, former WWF
Christian.
European champion.
What where did you just see him?
No,
in?
he was in there's a show on History Channel called
yeah, for
Night
oh yeah, I know.
Night Fight or something.
Night Fight.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and
Anyways,
he's the host.
host of it, but
Yeah.
he's like the intro. He's talking to all these guys that are like about to compete. And he's like, "I'm WWE superstar Christian," or I think
Just kind of
one episode
it a bit.
WWE legend
Midian
Christian.
and Viscera. Yeah, they were in there. Yeah, no,
Yeah, absolutely.
and actually, and here's the thing. Here's to blow your mind, because I know you didn't. Neither one of you watched this. Royal Rumble 2020.
Oh, I was there. But I didn't
So
watch.
first of all, Brock Lesnar entered first and eliminated 15 people in a row.
Out of how many?
30. There's like
Yeah.
30 participants. The first 15 came in and he eliminated them all. Then he got eliminated. And at number 19, my number, I want to say it's 19, Edge fucking returned. In 2010, Edge had to retire because of spinal stenosis. They said if you take one more bump, you're paralyzed for life. And
In fact, he wasn't.
for life. He got fucking healed. He worked his ass off, did surgeries, did the medical training, and fucking got healed. 10 years later,
And he got bumped and got paralyzed.
no,
He
got
was out by
in the match
20.
and was number 3. Like made it to the last 3 of it and fucking killed it. So I just want from myself on this podcast on this show, fuck yeah, Edge, dude. Glad to have you back. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because him and Christian had a podcast for a couple years called the ENC Pot of Awesomeness, and that was one of the ones that
Were they actually brothers?
no, they're just
in the thing they were.
in kayfabe, yes, in kayfabe they were brothers and all that, but in real life they actually were legitimately best friends from the 3rd grade though.
Gotcha.
So they were as close as brothers. It made more sense to have Drew McIntyre win. In all fairness,
I was rooting for Drew McIntyre.
Drew
myself.
McIntyre.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't
Even
Roman Reigns.
big
Roman doesn't need the win. He didn't need it. Drew needed it.
McIntyre
It built up.
He got fucking healed. It sounds
Yeah.
like an excerpt from the Bible. It's fucking
No.
tedious.
And you've been healed.
You've been fucking healed.
Get in that goddamn
Hey,
ring.
you feel like shit? Are you blind? You're fucking healed.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Go forth. Be fucking healed. I'm gonna rub some spit and sweat and saliva on because that's different than spit, on your eyebrows.
Trust me, Edge is legit my favorite wrestler of all time. Phantom. I would love to see him win, but he didn't need to win. There was no point in him winning.
I was really rooting for
Nobody needed to win, apparently.
I was rooting for Owen Hart.
Oh, too soon.
Is it?
Yeah,
that was in
I
Kansas
was rooting
City.
for
Kansas
Andre
City
the
go fuck
Giant.
themselves.
Yeah.
Is that too soon?
Whoa! Holy shit!
Whoops.
Mr. Berg.
12. I'm empty.
2.
I'm empty.
What is that? 91 again. So was
All
it?
right, Poe, you want to get locked into
Okay.
their room again?
So, wait. The Ratchet 21st version DA. So basically, Mike Ryerson just woke up and came back to Mr. Berg's house, and yeah, now he's kind of undead, and below them too. DA. I don't know if Glenn can read. DA said Owen Hart was head and shoulders above the competition, and below them too.
Owen Hart. I mean, what he really gave it all.
He
for the
did,
crowd.
but his fall from grace was a bit
A bit
preemptive.
heavy-handed.
A bit- God, oh shit! I feel dirty making and me. I will make the fucking bad jokes, but that one.
See how I feel about every joke you make? No,
I don't mind being.
I don't mean to make light of it. It was truly a tragedy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was, and it's one that should have been prevented. Yes. Do accidents happen? Yes. It's unfortunate that it did. Just thankfully, because of it, they'll never make that mistake.
Things got better.
Yeah, they won't make that mistake again.
I think that was a bit of a game changer for them as an organization.
A little, yeah.
And OSHA should have been involved. You guys need to take your ladder training seriously. You guys were bitching about it earlier.
I'm not bitching about it.
Oh,
no,
Don't go on ladders,
no.
motherfucker.
Kind of bitching about it.
You go away.
Sorry, Glenn.
I'm definitely not bitching about it because again, I don't carry a fucking ladder in my truck.
Ladder safety.
It is important,
Is
but
very
it's
important.
the slip and fall trainings that we get on a weekly basis for the last 7 weeks. Well, how do you prevent a slip and fall? And you have to take a little 5-question test.
Yeah.
And it's fine, but it's like
Safety's a
change
big
it up,
thing.
change it up. We have other shit in our work that we can focus on and do every other week. When you get the same course
I get that.
7 weeks in a row.
Whoa.
Yep.
11. I'm safe this time. I got a drink from last time though.
I had a 61 last time. And I had
I'll
a.
go to Guinness on this one.
So this was my themed beer that I picked this time.
The
What was that,
the
41?
Schlafly coffee.
Schlafly Coffee Stout. Because when you're a vampire, you stay up all night.
Nice. And I
You
actually
start
saw,
drinking coffee at
I actually
10:45.
did see-
Yeah.
Let me guess, you guys hit the same store I went to.
Yes.
Yeah, and I realized that now
You
No.
were
seeing
at
the
yesterday's.
yeah, because you were at yesterday's, and because mine are Guinness and the
Yeah.
Goose. Because I love our liquor store for the prices. Their prices are unbeatable for, when you just need some basic beer. But the problem is, I've literally had every single one of their beer styles there, and it's like
Which ones?
every one of them.
Oh yeah, no,
L-
I
Like, because they don't have a huge selection. It's
not a huge craft selection.
No,
it's
no.
it's a solid
if you need Bud Light-
domestic
yeah,
St. Louis selection.
yes. If you need
like
Bud
most
products,
places around the area.
yeah, you need Bud
the
products.
region.
yeah.
I should say.
They do have a good selection of Mexican beers.
Yeah, the Cerveza
yeah.
selection is solid. That's true.
It-
Sol,
Sold Tecate or
Soul.
Tecate is
Tecate.
Chinese.
Is it really?
No, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
I'm
say
thinking of
that.
another one. I'm thinking of another one.
Corona.
I'm thinking of Corona, which is totally Chinese.
That's where the Corona.
Well, yes, yeah, we do go to the same store and everything, but it's just what literally
Still.
looking at the beers they have. I'm like, I know exactly. Like the first one, I was like, they could have picked that up, kind of, several different places. Then I see the coffee stock come out. I'm like, they were the same place I went to for mine.
Confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation.
Confirmation.
That's when you are really a Catholic.
What? I don't really go
Ooh,
to church.
I have not
but
had one of these in a while.
There's every now and then I root for Notre Dame, so I'm Catholic.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired.
Touchy.
Is that another vampire?
I'd say yeah.
It looks like a jacking off vampire.
Are we at the 90-minute mark yet? Just because we did set that up.
The vampire's jacking off.
Nope.
Let's
nope.
roll,
Just
baby.
about
Just
to
shy.
be. 8.
5. I'll still drink.
So I'm at
but
the 6 or 9.
lower right. You're at 6. So even drink.
Oh, that's a 6.
That's 6. Lower right.
I
is...
mean 9.
Yeah, actually, I haven't had one of these Guinness stouts in a while. Still pretty good.
Yeah,
Still
it
pretty
usually
good.
is a good beer.
Pretty good.
Pretty.
Pretty.
Have you
Is
watched
that
much
Adrian?
Kurt
That's
Cobain
Adrian
Peterson?
Peterson.
I.
They look like Adrian Peterson.
AP, is that him? Him and Rob Lowe? They go way back.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson and Rob Lowe. The dynamic duo.
Right.
Just-
Well, no.
it's like it's
Who was,
cinematic.
was it
gold.
Rob Lowe at the All-Star game? There was some celebrity at the All-Star game that just had an NHL hat on.
The in St.
No,
Louis
that
area?
was at he was at the Pro Bowl, I think. Rob Lowe. It was Rob
Yeah,
Lowe.
it was Rob Lowe, but yeah, you're right. It was at the
He had an
or it was the Pro Bowl, and
he just had an NFL.
yeah.
God, there was some kind of meme that, and I really wish I could think about what. Oh my God. Anyways, there was God.
Anyways,
let me
isn't the
think it
word.
over, but
No, fuck.
it was just I'm rooting for the refs.
I'm rooting for the refs. Yeah.
Just wear a white hat.
Yeah. Well, hell, they won the refs are the ones that
refs.
won the Super Bowl last year. You know, got into the Super Bowl last year.
That's what's so awesome about the XFL is,
Dude,
some of these calls, they're just the video is on the guy making the call. You know,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of the review
Dude,
system.
the
they
review
have
system
going
is
on.
awesome. I like
like
the
and they have like
kickoffs.
Xbox controllers that they're using.
yeah that,
Is it are they my Xbox controllers?
They're Xbox are played like there's some sort of handheld controller. It looks like an X. I think it's an Xbox controller, but yeah, they're doing that. I like the kickoffs. I like the point after system. You know what? Make it a game. Make it a fucking
Yeah.
Make
you
them
know,
fucking play.
you know the punts. I
Give
don't know
them
if
a
you
chance to get
know the
more-
punt rule. If you intentionally
If it goes beyond,
If it goes in the end zone,
if it goes in the end zone, it's automatically on the 40-yard line.
yeah.
You know,
I think it was the 30, right?
no
30.
40.
If it goes,
thought it
if
was
it goes
35.
out, if it goes out of the end zone, it's
Oh.
the 35. I thought it was the 30 and the 35 if it goes out of bounds from the end zone. Either
That-
way,
either way,
either way,
you're-
there are consequences for kicking it in
Yes.
to the end zone.
Yes, you know, and so it's pretty cool. Or if like it goes out to the right or left, it's an the team can say re-kick it, or we're going to take it at the 30 or something or whatever.
I like what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
the transparency of communication goes a long way.
yeah,
Truly,
you know, I
the
like
review
this,
thing is my favorite thing.
the sped up clock. I'm okay with, you know,
Just the consistently running clock
Yeah.
until 2 minutes left or whatever.
yeah,
I'm a big fan of that. Don't
It
fucking play the
works.
clock when there's
yeah,
16 minutes left in the half.
exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know, so if you haven't checked out the XFL, give it a shot, especially tomorrow afternoon during the Battle Hawks.
4 o'clock Central Time.
I believe it's 4
I think
Central.
it's 5 Eastern.
Yeah.
Cacaw, motherfucker.
Cacaw. Yeah.
Cacaw is law. And don't be a Vipers fan because
No.
they shit standing up.
Exactly. And I say we do
And
try
they
to.
also lost tonight.
So they're 0-2.
Yeah,
Nice.
they
So
lost
fuck
to,
the
to my
Vipers.
second favorite team, the Seattle Dragons.
Well,
I like it just because it's literally, if you look at the abbreviation, it's Sea Dragons. Like it's C and there's a
SEA
dragon.
Dragons,
It's
yeah.
SEA Dragons, and so
Yeah.
I can dig
Sea-
on that.
Sea
And they're in the
Dragon.
Western.
And we're in the Eastern.
Well,
That's
I can,
which
feel
is weird to
we
me.
need
Like
to-
I know. I made
we
the
need
same
to
thing earlier.
consult Riley because the narrow sea dragons, can they make it across?
Can they make it across? Yeah.
It's a good.
That's the age-old question.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was wondering why you muted yourself. I
Oh.
saw that. So, but no, I will say, I think a Drinks and Nose, Drawbridge, we need to try to get
Jawbridge Battlehawks.
some Drawbridge Battlehawk tickets. Because they're like, they start like $25.
Not next week. They're like
Well, those
because
are.
they're not opening up the upper bowl, which
No.
is like a big deal apparently.
Well, it is. I mean, but here's the thing. We're still. I think they've already sold like 24,000 tickets, and the lower bowl holds 27,000.
Mhm.
So the first games, none of the other games topped 18,000 in
Yeah.
attendance. Ours has already sold 24,000.
Yeah.
You know, to it. So yeah, I think they made the right choice. And one thing I love about Vince McMahon, going back to WWE and all that, he knew like his second team. First team was New York because he's New York. That's his city and his town.
Yeah.
They were gonna team. Second team was St. Louis. He's like, St. Louis is getting a fucking team.
We were
But-
talking about that
Yeah,
too. Like,
yeah.
it makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, because we have a built-in stadium ready to go. Because every other team is playing out of an NFL stadium.
Right. There, every other city has an NFL team.
Yeah, and they're using their stadiums.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and we have a stadium literally here not being fucking used. So
It's not being regularly used either. Friends
Well,
and neighbors.
friends and neighbors, I'm just hoping that this
Here's-
incites him to see the turnout, so we can get a goddamn WrestleMania. Vince, give me a fucking WrestleMania.
Actually,
I will
like
spend ungodly
the
amounts of
convention
money.
center, like the thing about the Rams like leaving is
They were able
they
to-
were able to make more money because they could have all these conventions and shit like
Yes,
that.
but
They
yeah.
make way more. The center itself
Oh yeah,
makes huge dollars
yes.
by not having
The
the
Rams.
weekly.
But the thing
every
is,
other
the Rams
week.
took up the America Center portion too, not just the dome. You know, the XFL, I think, is just all they're doing is the dome. Using
So the America Center
it's still open.
Civic Center.
Yeah, so you can
is
still have
rented out
Yeah,
during games
yeah. you
for
can-
now.
For now,
For now.
exactly.
What's going on here?
Yes,
It-
I know.
no,
we-
I'm excited about
No, we're
Battle
talking about
Hawks.
other things of
I'm
the
excited.
movie.
Hey, let's roll. 15.
Where'd my dice go? 20.
Oh, 2.
2.
All right,
That's
you
still
got-
an even number.
You got it critical, but you got to drink 100 times now.
So Rob Lowe is Ben Mears is just kicked Susan out of his house or
God.
something. Along those lines.
Oh man.
I will say this has felt a lot like it's a Rob Lowe
And-
showcase.
Yeah, and Kenzie, are you watching along with us, or is anybody not watching along with us? Just wondering, because if you're not, I can try to send you some,
Yeah, no, Mackenzie, that's why I realized we were getting way off topic. We hadn't talked about it in a while.
Yeah,
But we're getting the Marsden House original Ben Mears experience.
Yes.
I think is what we're finally getting. We've seen glimpses of this, and so young Ben Mears is talking my ear. Old Ben Mears is talking my ear.
yeah. So he
And-
just got dared to go into the house by
Yeah,
his
to gather something
Into John Marston's house.
to
to
prove that,
John Marston's house.
yeah, to prove that he
to prove that
he entered the house.
He entered the house.
And there's a tub, a claw-footed
Thank
tub.
God there's a tub.
People love claw-footed tubs. To me, it just seems so
Oh,
impractical.
no.
Mary B, not
Yeah.
watching.
What's our time frame?
Time,
time
check,
check.
is 1:37:15.
Well,
We are
And Mary
New
check.
in
just
town.
past halfway.
oh dear
and-
Lord.
Yeah, and Mary check your hangout.
So
But yeah, anyway, sorry. I'm trying to help our friends, our friends and neighbors.
Friends and neighbors.
Friends and good friends, oh
It
good
just
neighbors.
sucks that Tom Rogan's such a piece of shit, but that's that looks like Aemon Targaryen, and that's Marsden, right?
Yeah.
that we're seeing.
No, I think that might be
That's the
Barlow.
original. That's the original Marsden that we're seeing.
John Marston.
no, because he saw Marsden hang. Oh, well, that's who's hanging. But I'm saying he just saw somebody else in there.
Whoops.
You know.
So there's some changes going on from the book here. I believe
Yeah.
that he is seeing Marston literally hanging himself,
yeah.
as opposed to
walking in and he's already hanging.
yeah,
Yeah.
or seeing some kind of image of what happened years and years and years before that.
Yes. Yes.
So he's actually seeing it like basically happening.
yes.
It's a little easier to tell on screen that way.
Yeah. And
Oh, I've got a sprained ankle. Oh.
fetal position. There's a grizzly. There's a grizzly.
I play
I'm playing soccer.
Cheers, Mary. Good deal.
Ref, where's the card?
Sir, sir, sir.
He's just waiting for the the red card, and then he's gonna stand up.
Oh, I feel great. I feel
Oh,
great.
yeah.
He scores another
Uh,
goal.
Ken's, if you give me a thumbs up, I'll let you still try. Just saying.
Yeah, please do hit that thumbs up.
Well,
we
I
we-
meant actually literally. And
I'm saying for the video.
Oh wow.
well, here. Screw it. I'll send it to you
that,
either way.
Hit that thumbs up on the video, so that we can actually be better. We'll try harder.
If you wanted to try to catch up, it's not hard to follow along because it's a pretty straightforward movie. This guy Rob Lowe showed up
Or you
Back
remember
to his hometown.
remember
back
that-
to his hometown.
Remember that part in the movie where the Battlehawks showed up? And
Yeah, no, and
they were
they
the
came
Vipers
in
that showed up.
and the gay dragons were there.
The cackles will know your name.
and Vince McMahon and
Oh,
Glenn
goddamn it,
Jacobs
what
were
is that?
there.
What is that line? Is it? It's not the cackles. Is it the crackles?
What are we talking about?
Beverly Marsh says the crackles know your name.
Oh, yeah, the birds, the
y-
crackles.
It's
Yeah,
the crackles. Okay, yeah. So
which never really came back. Like,
No.
yeah, no.
it was a callback to a fairy tale. Basically, the birds know your name. I think it was
Release the crackles.
like it was a callback to what's the sleepy time? No, fuck.
Sleepy
Rumpelstiltskin.
Sleepy time fun
No,
facts.
Rumble.
I did that just
Rumpelstiltskin.
for you two guys.
Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Wait, sleepy time fun. Where the fuck is that from?
Sexy time fun.
Oh,
facts.
okay, yeah, okay.
You with some rum.
Yeah, but
Rumpelstiltskin.
why is all the rum gone?
He's a wi- he's a
Rumpelstiltskin's
wise
a good man. So you guys.
Oh, TGP. Hey, TGP. And I will.
Oh,
I got. I should
shit.
be. I should have
Random
you
person's
too.
here now. God damn it.
Fucking asshole. How you doing, buddy?
He's like my favorite asshole, if you know what I mean.
Besides my own.
No, you're my brother. You're not my type.
I was agreeing with you. He's my favorite asshole. Besides my own.
Easy
Ah,
guess.
okay,
That's
okay.
yeah. Miscommunication on the joke.
It was
What-
like, yeah,
what-
no, that's not me. That's not this. Somehow Chrissy's still watching. It's still on
Yeah.
for us.
That's why, if you have noticed, we've started diverting into other.
Okay, so
Rounds.
this is a different teacher at school,
That
right?
John Claude
Yes.
Van Damme.
This is Jean Claude Van High School.
So Mark is. Oh,
he
it's
just
vamp-
we just said vampires.
He just said vampires. All right.
12
3. I'm up.
drinking.
I got a 01.
So, I just got a message in my
Good
own
night,
thing.
fandom. Thank you for joining us.
Good night, fandom. Thanks, buddy. You stream you all watching it. Yes, we are streaming watching this. We're watching it on our screen over here. We're encouraging our viewers to watch it along with us.
Let us
'cause-
know when you have it started. We'll give you a timestamp
Yes,
of where we're at. We're
Yes.
doing we like to call a podcaster's commentary.
exactly.
Kind of.
It's almost a first watch too. We also loosely watching it.
Yeah. And we're going to be a little better when we have more time and more energy to
we
do
had
it.
plenty of time.
We had plenty of time, more energy to do it. More incentive.
Let's be honest. A lot of them are going to be like this.
There's some
Well-
that are gonna be. We're gonna be on it. I will be
Which
on
one
it.
are you going to be on? Cujo?
You're on Cujo,
I'm on
right?
Cujo.
Yeah.
Glenn called Cujo.
The Cuj.
Yeah.
The Cujo. Ted Cujo.
Ted Cugin.
It's just Strangle Dog. That's-
Curtis Joseph.
Yeah. So Cujo will be a good one. Pet Cemetery will be really good. I'm excited
I
for
feel like
that
we should
one.
probably do both of those.
I'm okay doing both of those. Both of them are fan.
Maybe two.
Maybe all
nights.
3 of them.
Maybe
because there's
maybe
there's
different
Pet
nights.
Cemetery and Pet Cemetery 2, and I'm okay with even doing the new one of
Maybe different nights. I don't know
Yeah.
if I want to do 3 hour, 4 hour. I mean, this isn't drinks and nose things, folks.
No, this is floats down here. Like we float a shot in a glass of beer.
Oh, if we started doing shots, that would be a bad idea.
But-
I'm for it, but that would be a bad idea.
It would be a bad idea. Yeah, so I got a message from the missus of, I thought you were going to stream you all watching it. And my response with the encouraging, my response was, we are, just in our own way. And I get it back
Is
in.
she
Okay.
watching along at all?
I believe so. Yes. So hi, honey. Cheers.
So is this Susan
Yes.
and Father Callahan?
That's Father Callahan, babe.
babe.
Yes.
That's babe. That's the
That's
two,
Princess Peach. Princess Peach.
Those are the two babes
Princess
in the movie.
Peach.
The two babes in this movie.
Okay. And Farmer Babe.
Oh my! Can't you just reference something that you guys would only get? Sometimes the best laid plans go sideways.
Oh yeah.
Another, and she doesn't even know this, but it's another Riz show thing from the drive-by whoring, or no, that's the Friday Fails. Was they had the best
Fail.
intentions, and sometimes those plans go sideways.
Fail.
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 And yeah, so you totally did an inside St. Louis joke, being
Also,
from Toronto.
what high school did you go from? Did you go to? That's the most St. Louis joke.
That one. And why is Provel cheese horrible and you should not eat it?
That's not a joke.
It's
It's
a
good.
thing. It's a divider. I accept that Provel is the St. Louis cheese.
You know about waffle cones?
Yeah. You guys like waffle cones? You can thank us.
You're welcome. 1904 motherfucking World Fair.
And
baby.
hot dog buns. No. Is it? No, it was
hot dogs in general as
something-
as a specific
thing.
thing.
Yeah. Hot dogs and waffle cones.
There were a bunch. It's a long list. Look up 1904 St. Louis World Fair. You're fucking welcome. We were there.
And thank Jim Grummick.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have him.
I know him.
Yeah, but
I
what-
knew him.
my teacher Jim. Yeah, I had him, and if you ever wanted a fuck off class, because we had him for English, get him talking about 1904 World's Fair, and you had a free period because he will go for 45 minutes
Really?
straight,
Just all about it.
just all about it. And so you just bring it up like early on. Hey, Mr. Grummick, I was wondering. I was doing some research on
All
the
about
hot dog.
Waffle cones.
Boom.
too.
Yep. Waffle cones is another one. The Ferris wheel, the Colossus,
Colossus Cloud.
the Great Bambino.
The Colossus Cloud.
Oh,
The Colossus Cloud.
I thought
Shut
you
up,
said
Tommy.
The Great Bambi.
The Great
No,
Bambino.
that wimpy deer. So here we see Officer Parkins.
Jay Cruz,
again.
I'm loosely watching Blade 3. Yeah, you're about to watching the same thing we are.
It sounds more exciting.
Yeah.
Ask Duck Rogers. Doug Rogers.
A Catholic one, for me anyway. I don't know what that's in response to. Sorry, Kens. Anytime you make fun of the Catholics, I'm down. But
It's easy.
Like I said earlier, like
yeah,
I'm not a
Ooh, some rough and tussle.
I watch Notre Dame football, so I'm Catholic.
So I'm Catholic.
I'm recovering Catholic is the best way I put it.
What sort of recover from? Being Catholic?
Being Catholic.
Being molested.
Trust me, it works. Again, trust me, wink, wink, it works.
Hey, like I grew up, I guess, raised Catholic or whatever, but then like there came a time.
The high school question, a
Hey.
Catholic one, same as us.
Also
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
Hey, no.
No.
Public school.
Public school. Yeah, those damn public school kids causing all the trouble on Halloween. You know.
Razor blades in the candy. Cunts.
Well, no, my whole joke was the public school kids always got blamed for it, and they had school the next day. The Catholic school kids didn't.
All Souls Day, baby. We
All
weren't going.
We weren't going to school.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Bullshit.
But you
Sorry,
had-
Kenzie. We
Yeah.
have a longer delay than we usually do.
Yeah.
For a little bit higher quality content. Higher quality
Well,
graphics.
Debatable.
The content's way worse.
Which we need to adjust that next time because we don't give a shit about. Well, for this one.
It's a whole other button I have to click. Do you realize that?
I do. But
you're putting more work on my shoulders. I gotta click
But-
that button.
But going back to the fine, I'll call out the Catholic fucking thing. Our priest here that we grew up with was one of the priests, one of the most notorious priests in the area. His sister even
looks
wrote
like this.
yeah, kind of, except less hair.
Actually,
Less,
not terribly off.
not entirely off.
Gene,
No,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, Father Norm. No, that was Father Norm.
Wasn't Gene too as well?
No, Gene was there to watch him.
Just as despicable.
Just as despicable, but no,
I thought
Norm.
he also- I thought he also had
Norm
that.
Kernet, and I will call him out. He's dead. I don't give a shit. He can come back and fucking haunt me. But his sister wrote a book about his exploits that have come out later
Wow.
and everything. Oh yeah,
Memoirs of a raper.
yeah. I mean, and it's not a positive thing at all. She was
Called-
sickened by all of
Good
it.
for her.
So I'm actually gonna. I will call that out. Let me see this out. Give me a few minutes here. But yeah, he was the priest at our church, the one that baptized Luke and Abby there.
Good job.
You know, I don't.
No, Father Bull.
Oh, you had Bolt still? No.
No, that's who married
think
Mom
the
and
bull
Dad.
That's who,
was-
and
is where he got
I was
baptized.
I had Bull. Yeah, yeah. No, I was gonna say.
Bull, they
but
use a bull. for
still-
baptism.
I'll confirm with Mom and Dad that it was. It probably. I think you're probably right.
It might be
You
close.
were there.
I was.
I mean, me too. But
I probably was asleep. Let's be real. Hell, I fell asleep at 11 a.m. Christmas morning mass as the altar boy serving behind Father Norm because he fucking droned the fuck on during his homilies. And I was so tired. I'm literally sitting behind him, passed the fuck out. I don't feel bad about it now. Like,
I wouldn't.
nope, never have.
So here's Susan
Anyway, yeah.
talking to. I don't really know who this is. An older woman. I don't want you hurt, but. So okay.
Oh, that's a
okay.
change too. Floyd slitting his wrist.
Yeah.
Because Floyd is her ex, whatever. And there was no beat up of Ben. There was no Rob Lowe getting the shit kicked out of him, by Floyd because Floyd.
I don't remember that from the book even.
Oh yeah, no,
But I believe you.
he hid in the car. It was after he was attacked. He hid in the car with like long gloves and trench coat and shit, and beat up Ben. Gave him cracked his skull. That's why Ben and the teacher were both in the hospital at the same time because the teacher had a heart attack. The teacher had a heart attack when fucking Mike Ryerson woke back up, kind of thing, or came back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Glenn Ryerson.
Mike Riders.
Yeah.
So
Carol Kernert is the writer I was talking about. Sorry, go on.
So Ben Mears has become like good buddies with the doctor here instead of the high school teacher. He's got both, but like I feel like a lot of the book was focused on Ben and the high school teacher trying to figure things out, and here we have a lot more exposure to what the doctor.
Well, and actually, no, it did become because once the high school teacher got put into the hospital, the Cody, the doctor, is when he came in. Dr. Cody.
Okay.
That's when he. So I haven't really been watching. I'm not gonna lie, because I got on a tangent. It is the high school teacher in the hospital now.
Is the high school teacher in the hospital? I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, so and that's when Dr. Cody gets involved because the high school teacher's like, "Go talk to my friend Dr. Cody."
Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
Okay, and go talk.
I've just seen a lot more of Cody, Dr. Cody, than the teacher.
Then Mr. Burke. Burke.
Burke. Yeah.
So
I focused a lot less on this book than I should have.
it's same.
Woo! 4. Do you have a
2.
6 or a
I
9?
keep in that fucking 2.
You have a 9.
Okay, so here I'm gonna link it in the fucking chat because everyone should read this. I haven't read it yet. I need to. I'm actually I meant to
What?
buy this for Mom.
The book.
Because me and Mom we're the two that are the most like kind of just fuck you about it. But it's called No Longer on Pedestals, and it's basically
About this guy.
about Father Norm, and
Father
it's
Norm.
yep.
This is the guy that molested Luke. You're saying?
Possibly.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna make a lie of that. And in fairness, I appreciate the joke, and I was trying to go with it for a second, but I'm not even in this.
I appreciate the joke, but it's one of those.
Yeah,
it's a bigger topic than that. Sometimes.
And it hits a little too close to home on it, and it's not.
So, yes.
As far as I know, no one I know, like St. William's, he never did anything to anybody that I know of. There's never been anything reported for our area, but he had done plenty of shit before he got put there.
So he was like an old timer.
He was put there to be watched by the other priest, and yet he was still allowed to take servers and everybody
on bike trips,
on trips downtown. Like, and he was the
Yeah.
only chaperone. Nobody knew about it, and yeah. So, and I have my own experiences with him. I never got touched. I stand by that, but I could see the seeds trying to be planted, and I will say that, So it does hit me a little harsh on it. So again, I appreciate the joke. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about it, but I just on this one, I can't.
I'm mad about it. I'm not- no, it's one of those. I was gonna say touchy subjects.
Show us on the doll.
But I really didn't mean to.
Touchy. It's a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject.
God damn it! See, that one I'll allow. That one because it's unintentional. That's even better. Sláinte.
Oh, you good?
I brought my own. I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Yeah, I quit Cub Scouts twice. Hey, there's Olivier again. Parkins. Hello.
Hello there.
All right, so I need to read Kenzie's Gaskell means uniforms from being but not short plaid shirts. Girls had them banned and for reasons they were getting. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair reason for having those banned. I would, full Catholic school, and I'm a fan of the plaid skirts. Not gonna lie, and all that, but it left a lot to be desired, especially once we hit high school, and they brought back the uniform rules. My first 3 years of high school, we didn't have uniforms at Aquinas.
Oh, really?
We had a dress
It
code.
was very lax.
We had a dress code. You had to wear khakis and a polo shirt. That was it. Or a button-up shirt. And then my senior year, that's when they switched over to the uniform thing, and then the girls had to have the plaid skirts, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't make fucking sense because you have these asshole teachers, and I can name them. I won't. Yep.
Continue.
But who would sit the girls right in front and
Have them run the board for them.
yep, because of those plaid skirts and everything like that, and yeah,
Was that a thing in public school? I don't remember that.
there are some public schools that do uniform and such, and it makes sense in the mindset of wear the same thing. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody,
It's an attempt to take class and division and other things like that out of it.
Exactly.
For sure.
And
It's
it
an
makes
attempt.
And it makes sense, but the thing is, the skirt thing is stupid. Everybody should be, you're in pants or shorts. That's it. Sorry, girls. You want to show off, figure out some other way to do it. That's it. But throwing in those plaid skirts and throwing in, all that, it just doesn't make sense anymore in today's time. I'm fine with the uniform.
Everyone should just wear a couple of trash bags. And
Right.
and
Everybody,
then
no,
it's
everybody
fine.
should just be required to
Bang it
study
on
from
a
home.
trash can.
You have to be
with my street light.
bang twice for a curveball.
Yeah. That stuff's ridiculous. Not to go off.
So,
on- I mean, the movie's happening right now. You got
Donners,
snowmen.
you
You
got
got these people
snowmen.
talking to
we
them.
got Straker, we got Peach.
You got a snowman.
We got-
Mario Von
God damn it!
Peach.
Who's that other? Who's Mark? That guy? He's from
But-
something.
At the
Eddie
same
Redmayne.
time, like the Astros cheating like
No,
that.
Dan
like,
Bird. He's
fuck
been
them.
yeah. He's been in plenty of shit. Easy A, Cougar Town,
Easy A? Yeah.
Hills Have Eyes,
Easy
Sister.
Hills Have Eyes too? Oh man,
I've seen
both of those
I've
things.
seen this dude in
Hills
shit.
Have Eyes was a good movie.
Hey,
You know another good movie right around that same time? I saw it like the same week. Wolf Creek.
I've never seen Wolf Creek.
Wow.
I think you'd like it.
Wow. Well,
I-
look at the
you-
movies
you-
that you've watched.
You would like it, Benji. I don't
Fair.
give a shit about what you've seen.
Scandal. Hero. He was in Heroes.
He was in the show Heroes,
Mhm.
which is apparently awesome.
The first
people loved it.
Season 1
So
is phenomenal.
I've
heard-
Season
saw-
2, I
It was
enjoyed.
the writer's strike, right?
Yeah, and it just
Same
cut.
thing with like Lost.
And then when they
too.
came back to
Lost,
yeah,
Lost was hit by the writer's strike around the same time.
yeah, but it's also J.J. Abrams, which made
Right.
it
and also
fucking
Lost
weird.
was fucking ridiculous to
Yeah.
start with.
Yeah, right. So I watched this movie one time called You, Me, and Dupree.
Yes,
That's it. That's all I have.
woman, get the fuck out of my way. Oh wait, no, that's not you, me, and Dupree. I'm
That's
thinking
all
you,
you
me,
had.
I was thinking me, myself, and Irene.
I thought we were
Me,
just,
myself, and
I thought we were just
That's-
talking.
that's
I
where-
thought we were just talking about movies that we've seen before.
Oh, I've heard of a movie called Pride and Prejudice, but
Yeah.
I've also seen
So yeah,
it.
so you had to wear
Hey,
polos and long gray dress
Fucking
pants.
Snowman's in that. Pride and Prejudice.
Prejudice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen,
Oh yeah. Oh, they even specified the shoes. That was the one thing with uniform wise. Like shoes, you were up was up to yourself. Like
Yeah,
I'm
so
talking Kenzie's uniform.
Public schools, we didn't really have a dress code.
Yeah.
Sambas. Adidas Sambas was all you needed.
Yeah, if you're a fucking douchebag.
Exactly.
Still am.
Anyways,
No, I
still am a douchebag. Yes.
Agreed. You know, wear what's
Agreed.
comfortable. If you want to wear New Balance, wear fucking New Balance. If you want to wear Clarks, wear fucking Clarks. If you're comfortable, wear the fucking shoes. You know what's uncomfortable? Fucking Vans. You know what's uncomfortable? Fucking Doc Martens. You know what's uncomfortable?
Vans are very comfortable.
No, the fuck they're not.
No, they are.
Not when you have fucking white ass feet.
But they are comfortable.
What's the one? The Chuck Taylors. Those are the worst. Like,
Oh,
Luke says they're garbage.
the
Hey, AK.
they look like
Oh shit, AK's here. I gotta finish this.
Yes, you do.
they look what's that movie? Sandlot. The,
Sandlot, the Speed Racers, fucking
PF
the
Flyers.
PF Flyers. That's it.
Run faster. Run higher.
The guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher.
Yeah,
And
fuck
they're
that.
just like a simple.
No,
they
like-
look like Chuck Taylors.
Literally, I have a pair of shoes that I bought from Five Below, and I will show them off right here. Literally, they have more soul than fucking Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, but they took blues classes for years.
But
They got
Yeah.
so-
I bought them from Five Below, and they were $5 and they're the most comfortable. Not the most comfortable. They're acceptable. They're an acceptable shoe, which is more comfortable than fucking Chuck Taylors.
What about regular Chuck Taylors?
Yeah, even better than
Whoa,
regular
whoa, whoa.
Chuck Taylors.
Vampirism.
Yeah, Luke. By the way, these shoes $5, fucking damn good for a walk around.
Roll, dude.
Role play and game. Hey, AK.
I got an 02 again.
I got a 2.
I got a 12. All right.
Where's our clipper?
Uh,
Clipper, meet the Clipper. Yeah, not your Stone Age family.
So now,
from-
are we gonna be sampling a
You see where
Eastern?
this went? You see that tiny gap beyond? It went right down there.
I believe that. So are we tasting an Eastern Wu tea beer here?
yes. Just say yes to everything.
Let's see where this one ends up. Ah, he made it.
What's up, AK? Guess what?
Oh,
If
that's
you're
right,
gonna-
Dia. Right before I got.
Can I get a hands up from anybody that's going to be at Ice and FireCon in the chat? So I know it's 2 halfway or less. Hands up in this room besides me.
I mean, it's a quarter up for me. There's a possibility.
My point is, if you're there, there's a good chance you'll have the opportunity to sample the beer that we're about to taste. Woo Tea Beer. He means Woodson Terrace, which is the locality, the small city that we live in St. Louis. AK, we're doing the mini-series right now, very unsuccessfully. I might add.
No.
We're watching it. I will
We've
give you a
talked about it.
I
a
will
little
give
bit.
you a timestamp if our keyboard will start here.
Is that a
We
vampire?
are right at
Is that a vampire?
2
Roll,
hours and
motherfuckers.
4 minutes right now.
I got an 8.
Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Glenn got an 8, so he needs to drink. I got a 19. I don't have to drink, but I'm probably going to.
No, that's a 61.
Oh,
That is
shit.
a 61, motherfucker.
19's my number, so you gotta drink double.
Catherine's here now. Good grief.
Oh, shit, we're-
Apparently human. I love your new screen name. I'm so glad you're here. And I'll drink for my 16, my 19 and my 61. Ben, you should have a sample of this since you rolled an even number as well. But this is
Sure it is.
from Broken Blade Brewery here in St. Louis. Very, very local. It's a wee heavy Scottish ale, about 8-ish%.
Yeah.
Alcohol by volume.
Alcohol.
That is a lot better than the last time I tasted it.
It's grown up a bit.
It has, yeah. No,
It was very green when you had it.
yeah, because was that
And
Christmas?
I think I warned you of that. I was
Yes.
like, hey, this is like
It
the
wasn't bad.
earliest that you can have it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It
Okay.
just it wasn't there. This is there. This
oh, I'm a big fan.
this is good.
I'm still
So Broken Blade is the
Broken
What you're going
Blade. Broken Blade Brewery. This is the
Broken
Flying Sword
broken
Ale.
bungee
Nice.
cord brewery.
Broken Bungee.
and I
Cord.
will be drinking more of it. I just have half a beer left of the
But
last one.
if
I opened.
you are planning on being an Ice and Fire Con, I can guarantee that you will have the opportunity.
that sounded sexy. Sorry, we just heard
what
it.
I was saying was sexy.
that too.
No, you'll definitely have the opportunity to have some of this very limited stock wee heavy beer. And Glenn, why did we pick the wee heavy style?
Oh, sorry, AK. I
Because it
sent
was
you
football
the
season,
wrong
there's a lot of-
thing. I
lot of people being like,
apologize.
We ready? So we heavy was the next best thing.
You're not going to say it for me? Thanks.
There we go. In case you wanted to catch up with us. And Luke, what was our timestamp now?
Timestamp right now is 2:06:17.
Holy
I think my
mackerel.
battery's dying. on
We're gonna
this,
go 2:08 even. By the time she gets that.
Yeah.
I gotta plug my keyboard in. Penobscot Valley.
Penobscot, the river.
I think I just said that. He said something similar. Scottish Ale, aka Sean Connery pissed in a bottle. He did. And I loved sampling it.
Yeah.
And AK, make sure you're watching the 2004 version with Rob Lowe.
I gave her.
I'm just
yeah.
triple checking. We love you, fandom, but it was pretty funny that we were about 50 minutes in, and you were like,
I watched the '79 version. Well, he said '71, but it was
"It was the
'79.
The
Yeah.
old."
Because this was written in '76. So if you watched
If
the
you had-
'71 version of this,
Yeah,
I
let
want to
us
see
kn-
that one.
I would love to see the 71 version.
Yeah, and
75.
and
was the book
Catherine, I
itself.
think I have you on Facebook. If you'd like to watch, just
Playing
give me
game
a.
of Friday the 13th right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I think might be the last game tonight, going on 4 hours.
Wait,
good shit.
we just had a Friday the 13th, didn't we?
No,
No, we
we
did
had a Friday the 14th.
It's not quite midnight.
But it's more scary because it's Valentine's Day.
I don't know what Friday the 13th game is, but I'm
Oh,
curious.
really? It's actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
No, I've watched a few streamers. I watched Catherine play before. It's you're either Michael Myers or you're playing against 7 or 8 other online players, and you're either Michael or not.
You're Michael.
No,
You're
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
Sorry,
or you're a cunt.
or
that's the
you're
game.
or you're a camp counselor.
Cunt.
A cunt.
A cunt. And you're trying to get away, or you're trying to kill.
Yeah.
And it's
Are you ever
it's pretty
Jason's
cool.
Mother?
That's a video game?
Yeah.
Are you ever Jason's mother?
you-
No,
See that?
I know.
that
So it's
seems
Friday the 13th,
obvious.
2 or later.
Have you heard about that? There's like a campground where you can like stay there, but like apparently like Jason Voorhees is like lurking throughout the campground, or
Like in
whatever,
real life thing, or are you talking like in the game?
in real life,
No shit.
and like
Tell me it's called Camp Crystal Lake.
it is, but
Nice.
it like apparently, and I don't know if it's like a big like a joke or if like you have to like try to get away from him or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
if, you just-
that's pretty cool.
or if someone's just there to scare the shit out of you or something like that.
I could be down for something like that. And Mackenzie, mine was all right. We did Valentine's Day waffles and bacon, and that was my Valentine's Day basically. And I played trivia. That was it.
Say that one more time.
And,
You're talking about your Valentine's Day.
She asked-
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you to.
yeah,
I was gonna ask the group on behalf of the question.
gotcha. So yeah, mine was we basically took the kid. We didn't take him anywhere. We did waffles.
That's
at
Baby Ramsey.
Baby Ramsey.
Let's be clear.
Yeah. We had
Let me be clear.
we had Valentine's Day waffles and bacon and eggs. We did Valentine's Day breakfast for dinner, and then I played fucking trivia, and that was it. That was my Valentine's Day, and I got her chocolate covered strawberries, so I win.
Alicia Kingston. You're way off. We're 2/3 of the way through the movie. I'm gonna give you the timestamp one more time.
Yeah,
We just hit 2 hours and 10 minutes in this film, which is a miniseries that was originally produced on TNT
yes in 2004.
in 2004. So join us. We're very very casually talking about it. Clearly,
Yeah, we're getting to
but,
the good part finally. We're already in episode 2 apparently. I mean, we hit that about
we're
40 minutes ago.
Quarter of the way through episode 2 at least. Glenn, how was your Valentine's Day?
Well, so there's Thursday night where I did not have a lick of sleep because. So then Friday morning,
He was blaming
had to work.
basically Ben and I for live streaming. Me
Oh,
specifically for being sitting here in his room is right over there.
Ask me DA's
Anyways.
question really quick once Glenn's done.
Anyways, so Friday, Valentine's Day, I had to wake up at like 4:30 to go to work at like 5. And then I got off work at like about 5:30 p.m. So then I basically came home and went to bed. But my sister had a baby,
What a bitch.
so I got
Shalom.
so
Mazel tov. That's what I meant to go with.
Nice work, Glenn. You had a big
I-
part to play in that.
I didn't do it.
Hopefully
I didn't
you
do
did-
anything.
Hopefully you had no part in that. It's always,
No,
it's always weird to be like giving
I got a
siblings
brand new
congratulations.
Niece or nephew,
niece.
or both.
Niece.
Okay. In today's times, you have to be.
Well,
Yeah,
the child hasn't.
I don't get it. Like people
Chosen.
are like, oh, congratulations, you got a new nephew or whatever. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Why are you
Like,
saying congratulations
hey,
to me?
congrats on being an uncle. I had no part in this.
Yeah.
Please
No.
don't hold that.
No.
against
Don't give me congrats. Give me
91.
14.
double lots.
Phone's about to die. Got to bail. Thanks for the video.
out?
Good night,
Jake?
everyone. Jake Cruz, thank you so much for joining us.
Jake Cruz
He's
about
safe,
the
man.
cruise,
You're a
man.
good dude, and I like
Way
it.
to go, man.
Way to go.
Charge that phone
Well,
up,
that was awkward
yo.
timing. My sister had a baby.
I will
What
buy you a
bitch.
phone charger.
Right. So, Luke, ask me DA's question.
All right, hey Ben, did you win trivia?
No,
Yeah,
because
you're really
I
bad
got
at
screwed
trivia.
on points that
Oh wow.
oh no, I had early points. There was Harry Potter, there was video game, there was TV. I had early points, but somehow the next person at me at break was only like 3 points behind me, which should not have happened. No, I'm kidding. DA fucking killed me on it. He caught me, and
DA won?
DA won. He had 53, I had 50.
Probably bullshit. I'm
No.
just gonna say, well, neither of you should have won.
No,
DQ'd. Both of you cheat like motherfuckers.
His Google foo is better than mine. I will give him credit for that.
Yeah,
Google
you guys cheat really successfully.
No, he killed. Like actually, there was a couple rounds where I was shocked, and I don't think he cheated on that. Dude.
Oh, roll the dice.
Straker
Oh,
hanging
Straker,
himself upside
I
down.
gotta-
Straker hung upside down. I got a
14.
1. Critical 1.
Oh shit, Mr.
a
Straker
butt?
scene.
That's a butt. I'm not gonna pound that. I'm gonna grab another beer
You're
because
not gonna
I'm.
pound a butt.
Is that a butt?
No,
I'm not
DA,
gonna
you.
pound
I'm
you-
not gonna
you-
pound that.
You got me in the second half, dude. I was sucking on that. That's why I picked because I literally got to pick the first 5 categories because I answered the last one of the previous category first, And so I picked Harry Potter, video games, TV couples,
Well,
and a couple, like 2 other ones that I was like, all right, I'm on it. Yeah, and yeah, AK was right on me, too. And then, yeah.
AK is the worst. I mean, I love her so much.
No, she was on me in the first half, and then by the end of the second half, DA had itched me up by about 3 points. And then, what was the final question, guys? I'm trying to
Probably
remember.
something really easy.
It wasn't super. No, it wasn't super hard. Like I figured it out, but I was like third answering. You know, by the time it legit third answer, not like I had it first and then came up third. It was I thought about it and I typed it in, and as I hit enter, somebody else had answered.
Good shot.
no.
No, that didn't.
I heard it ricocheted.
It
out.
ricocheted.
I heard it in.
It bounced out.
It's in.
No.
Why is this random person knocked down in the basement? That is a vampire, AK.
I got 01.
That is
Jim.
that's Susan.
Susan.
That's Susan.
This is a sacrificial lamb situation.
Yes.
Sacrificial hams.
Sacrificial hams.
This is like the biggest sacrificial ham situation we've ever
Yeah,
seen on this show.
Yeah. So Susan is Ben's girlfriend. Like they fell in love quickly, fucked in the first date, kind of thing. And so the main vampire sucked her and caught her, and basically
Barlow, which we have not seen, or like
we saw once.
very briefly.
We saw once,
very briefly.
but so she basically is used as bait to get them into the house,
The Marsden house.
the Marsden house, because it is found out that now he's known about, kind of thing, and
They know about Ben loving her. Is that the
no,
thing?
it was Mark taking on Straker, because Mark and Susan went into the house, and Mark foiled Straker, and so in punishment, kind of thing, Barlow burnt out, but left Susan there in the daytime, because now. The one thing you have to remember about Salem's Lot is this is true vampire lore. It's
empirically accurate.
Yes, there's no sparkly shit. There's no,
which is true canon.
Yeah, it's true
Twilight
canon to it.
Or death.
So,
I'm joking.
But it's one of those things. So it's daytime. They're sleeping in the basement. So he left her sleep in the basement, and to break the spell of the Marsden house, the magic that held, for one reason or another, that was never really explained.
I'll read it again.
Him killing
It's
her
probably in there.
breaks that Marsden house spell, kind of thing.
It loses its power of
Yes.
some sort. So, and they were like, "Hey, Ben Mears, you're the one that is in love with her," and he was even like, "Oh, I think I could probably marry her," which.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know if this sold it. But
no, and we haven't been paying.
Like I said, I don't know if this did it
Yeah.
justice. In the book, I thought it did. He dwelled on her often. He thought about her.
There's enough to justify. Like,
Yeah.
it's justifiable, even if it's quick. It's
But
justifiable.
it had to be Ben Mears to be
Yes.
the one to sacrifice her for it to mean something.
Just like Ben Hanscom splitting Beverly Marsh open, it had to mean something.
I don't think that happened.
The fucking pink mask of Ben? Come on.
The pig mask?
Okay, now
Oh,
I'm
pink mask?
pink masked. I'm fucking.
You're jumping around.
I'm mixing a little Game of Thrones.
You're mixing
into,
metaphors.
I'm mixing a few metaphors, but Ben was the only one that hurt. I'll put it that way. At 13, so that's what I'm.
The worst fuck. I have
I know.
watched so much of that chapter out. It's so bad.
Anyways, you guys remember in Skyrim where you turn into a vampire?
I have not been that far in the game.
Oh.
So tell me about it.
I literally made it 4 hours in that game. So
Well, remember when I was playing the game and had that one broad like follow me?
Some broad, don't worry about it. Yeah.
She was a vampire,
Okay.
but like
Yeah, okay.
apparently her parents were like hardcore vampires or something. So you turn into like a vampire or some shit like that. But like she's like not wanting to be a vampire anymore, or I don't know, something like that.
So she wants you to be a vampire so she can feel better.
Well,
is that what
you
you're
have to like kind of deal with it, and then like pretty much kill her parents, and then eventually not be vampires.
saying? Nice. So
And I know I spelled that wrong, Luke. You can double check me on this. So when it pops up, did it pop up yet?
linguini.
No. Oh,
Linguini.
It's not- I know it's
it's sanguine.
sanguini. That's a sanguini.
It's coming up in this book.
No,
It's coming up.
no. Sanguini is in
Book
6.
Book 6. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, don't tell me I'm off.
5 and 6 are
I d-
essentially the same to me. For some things.
So we are Callahan and Rob Lowe are chatting. I'm not calling him Ben. He's not a Ben. Rob Lowe is not a Ben. He's Rob Lowe. They're chatting in the church-ish looking thing. They just killed what's her name? We're probably about 2 minutes out of the kill of Susan. Just pulled up to a trailer.
Yeah, and we are
Okay.
right at 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 15 seconds right now.
And I'm
Just-
sorry, Kenzie, I meant to ask you, how was yours? And you just said yours was boring. Worked at your internship. Where are you interning at? Because I know you're getting close to being done with
Somewhere
school.
boring.
Fair. That's not bad.
No, I know.
I-
I'm teasing.
I know.
I like to give Mackenzie a hard time because she works hard and she is doing a lot. And someone needs to rib her a little bit.
And she's a sweetheart.
And she also said that I forgot to answer about my Valentine's Day. I don't know if I forgot. I just didn't do it.
Well, you're up all
It
night
got glossed over.
Thursday.
Oh yeah, my Valentine's Day was a little rough because I was planning on chatting with.
I was planning on working the next day.
I did work the next.
I didn't.
I did work the next day, and I planned on sitting up with Johnny B. Crazy for an hour, having a couple beers, and then going to bed. I set up, had a beer, and then Luke texted me, "What about a drunk stream tonight?"
It's a bad thing for a Thursday.
It's a bad thing for a Thursday, and I'm like, "All right." And yeah,
Yeah, and
Friday
then-
I suffered, and so did Glenn.
Yeah, no.
And then it was awesome to have like a sorry text message that was similar to like the Astros saying sorry.
I did mean it.
That's
My
what it
college
felt.
actually is
It
I
felt like
know, I didn't
it felt
wanna-
like an Astro
nice.
type.
I didn't want to go on and pine over how terrible I felt.
How
It wasn't.
terrible
It
you
wasn't.
would
It was,
be.
I wasn't gonna call you either. Like I felt bad. Like, what do you want from me? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I felt so shitty when I saw it. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking pine over writing him a paragraph email. I'm like, oh wow, I'm really shitty. I'm a terrible friend. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. That's even worse. So I just said, sorry. We'll talk about it later.
No, you just said sorry.
I just
Did you at
said
least buy
sorry.
him a couple beers?
These.
All right, fair.
I mean, to be fair.
To be fair. And if you have not watched the letter, Kenny, I recommend
Get
it.
your head out of your ass.
I
and
am
watch it.
farther than Luke. I'm caught
Yeah,
up.
but all you need is the first couple seasons. To be
I
fair,
agree. I tried to watch like some of the later
If you
seasons,
watch-
and it's
it's good.
it's not
definitely-
the same
It's
though.
good,
Eh.
but the thing that was best about that show was when it was not on Hulu and nobody fucking knew it. And if
I
you go back
that's
and
what
do
I'm
agree
saying.
with you.
if you watch
I
the
do-
first couple seasons of Letterkenny, first 3 seasons, I
Yes.
believe, and then you go back and watch the first
First 3
several like 4
Yeah.
4 or 5 seasons of Drinks and Those Things,
Yeah.
you are gonna see almost all of the Luke and Glenn drink for inside jokes.
Oh, I know.
References.
Because as I because I watched all of it about 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. I binged all of it. I caught it like I
for
found
Letterkenny.
for Letterkenny. I found out a new season was coming, so I'm like, all right, I'll binge it. I'll fucking watch it. And I watched everything in like 5 days. I watched because it's only like 6 episodes, and if you watch like we do at 2 times speed most of the time, but no, that's one show. It's weird. I
You're
have
the only one that watches TV shows like that for the first time that I know.
fair, and
Just saying.
for the most part, I can catch most of it. But
But
that
you
one,
miss a lot of it.
That one I had to watch.
It's so fast.
I had to slow that. I
A
had to watch
lot of
that at
parts are so
1.25. I had to watch it at 1.25 speed and with captions on because it's so fast. But it's not. They're talking Canadian slow, and I mean that with all respect. They're talking Canadian slow, but
and
it's
Canadian is awful.
it's
I'm kidding you, again.
it's like intricate. Like I don't know. It's weird. Like it's not fast. Like they're not talking fast, but they're saying a lot of shit. It's like motherfucker.
Yeah. I
So.
mean, I agree. It was awesome back in the day.
And
Whenever
it was so
nobody had saw Letterkenny. but,
Yeah.
It was not a thing. It was not
Like,
well
my-
known.
my brother and-
we
my
had to
brother-in-law,
bootleg it
like-
to even be able to see it at all.
my
Yeah.
brother-in-law, like,
Because it was on.
he texted me, like,
It
hey,
was
have you watched the show
Crave,
Letterkenny?
Crave TV.
Crave TV,
was
yeah.
was the
And we
Canadian.
had watched it
site.
on Cody, I guess it was. at
Yeah,
the
we
time.
had to watch it on Cody.
Yeah, and so it's a great show, and I do like the later seasons. They're not. You're right. They're not as good as the first three. The opening scene of episode 1 is the best scene in the entire series. I say that hands down. Episode 1, scene 1, where literally Wayne and Derry are
It's
sitting
one
there.
of the most quotable things
It
of all
is.
times.
You can
play a
kiss,
li-
you
play a
can
little
kiss my
fi-
esthetician.
You can play a little 5-on-1.
You can play a little 5-on-1.
Looks
Yeah.
like you come with enough men for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So anyway.
kitty cat.
All right, tone it down there, Squirrely Dan.
All
About
right.
25%.
So, whoa, okay, so we see some action. We see some ceiling crawling.
we got a roll for this? Or no.
Yeah, let's we can.
Oh, this is Mark's parents. This is the Mark parents. We got a double roll for this because this is a double
8.
kill.
So I got a 5
I got a 15
and 11.
and a 6. So
and a 6.
so there we go.
You got two evens.
I got 2 odds.
I know.
So there's Barlow. Yeah, he's a straight up vampire. That dude's always a vampire.
We have some serious
Yeah,
ceiling crawling going on. AK that just happened like a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might be a few seconds ahead of us now. But this scene in the book is actually one of the more powerful scenes because it's one where the priest,
This is a pivotal scene.
Yeah.
In the book. Barlow and Callahan face off.
basically God and the devil.
Barlow
It-
v.
it-
Callahan.
That's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. It's 2.
What are you thinking about your beer there, Glenny?
My beer tastes
I'll
like
put it this way. I'm already down to here on my beer.
Where did you go wrong?
kind of tastes like jelly,
Jelly McKibben or
grape jelly.
It tastes like grape jelly. Then I'm doing nothing right. So Barlow, who is like the ultra vampire, is calling
Callahan a dickhead,
Callahan out for like, hey,
being a priest.
this really is a good and evil thing. What makes you so much better than me?
Yeah. So is he becoming a vampire now?
Let's find out. I don't know what this is gonna do. Did I do the right thing with my life?
Well,
And he's feeding him his blood.
yeah.
Barlow is feeding Callahan his blood,
Well, that's how you sire a
Barlow
new
blood.
vampire.
but
it's-
it hasn't gone the other way as
So-
far as we have seen on
So-
screen.
So Barlow did not bite him.
All we saw, as far as unless I missed something,
Sorry, I had to step away. But
Barlow fed
because
Callahan
here's one
his
thing.
own blood.
That was Barlow.
Oh, Barlow-
Barlow blood, right?
So Callahan drank his own blood.
Callahan drank Barlow's blood.
Okay.
Is what I think I saw.
Gotcha.
Callahan drank
So,
Barlow
because
blood.
here's one thing, a little insight to this. Me and Luke don't know a lot of the Stephen King universe. Chrissy, if you're still
and I may
around.
have missed it. Maybe he cut Callahan and fed him his own blood. That's possible. But I think it was him feeding Callahan his
From
own
what I
blood.
understand, Callahan is further on in the Steven universe.
He is.
And
that was the one thing I was spoiled on a little bit.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to touch on it.
Fair. And I figured, I mean...
The way I was talking about it, you should have gathered that I knew where he was.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about what it means, but I know where he comes back.
I don't know where he comes... From what the discussions that was going on, I figured it had happened. But to sire a vampire, you have to first...
Go both ways.
Well, the vampire has to first bite, and then the recipient has to... Yes. At least, except they might have to not have to bite. They just have to suck on.
You need to read Interview with a Vampire.
You really going
do.
to. I know. We've now talked about this 3 times.
I'm reiterating it again.
Yes, I'm going to.
It's quite good.
I believe that.
Quite good.
They gotta
would
suck
the
on
movie
a viper, you
suffice?
say?
Would the movie suffice? Because I'm not actually. I'm
What
not.
are you, a gay dragon?
I have not watched the movie either. Really.
I've never seen the movie.
Okay, so I was going to ask,
I
would
have
the
no
movie
idea.
suffice? So
I have no idea.
the book. I mean, obviously the book is always better. It's
just more
Have
detailed.
Have you watched the movie?
Have
Have
you
you watched
seen
TV?
TV?
Okay,
People
so
are
this
always
is
like,
an
the
old
book
folks,
is
and
the book is so much better. Have you watched TV?
Trailer Park Boys. Red Green Show is my favorite Canadian show of all time.
It's my third favorite Canadian TV show.
Trailer Park Boys, Letterkenny.
Letterkenny number 1.
Letterkenny, then Trailer Park, then Red Green.
Then like everything else in that red green. Okay. No.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, well, I shouldn't say. Yeah,
Those are the 3 primary
L-
Canadian
Red Green was my
shows.
introduction to Canadian
the
funny.
South Park count.
Yeah, I mean, there's Ike and
Ike and Trevor, or Trevor and Philip.
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Trevor and Philip, yeah. But no, I mean, yeah, Letterkenny.
With their
Actually,
flappy
that's a fair
and
that's
fart
a fair
jokes.
assessment. Letterkenny, Trailer Park Boys,
Thoughts and Quefs.
Red Green Show. Those are my
Terrence and Phillip,
oh.
the Quaff sisters.
The Quefs.
And yes, AK, I know. I need to get by my Anne Rice. Dude, I know Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and a little bit of Stephen King. I'm not a book reader. Oh, and Dan Brown. I read that shit. And the Mars, fucking
Veronica Mars.
the Martian. I know that book.
Andy Weir.
Andy Weir. I don't read. I don't listen. You know, like Luke says, I listen to the same things over and over. He just listens to more than I do.
I listen to a lot of things over and over again.
You know, but
so
I have
that
my core.
Last game turned into a second last game. Hope this stream goes on for a bit. Yeah, no, Catherine, hang out with us for a while. We have, let's see, we are right at 2 hours, 31 minutes.
Yeah, and
now it's 55 seconds. So, we'll be here for a little longer. This is 3 hours long, so we've got at least a half an hour more.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I got your name right here. Yes, I got you. Okay, Kat, I'm sending you a thing on Messenger if you want to catch up to where we're at. Hopefully I still have my copyright. Yes. Okay, and we are, Luke, what's our time?
2 hours, 32 minutes,
Just
30 seconds.
I'll go 2:33. And yeah, Catherine, check that. You should be close if you're interested in watching along with us. That's the nice thing
Should
is
definitely
literally
check out the land.
everybody
series.
in this chat, apart from Jake Cruz, and I will say that I apologize, Jake. I don't have you in any other socials. I'm able to send this to, and hey, here's how we're watching it. You know, there you go. The next one is The Shining. The Shining's easy to find. This one was tough. I'm not gonna lie. This one, I had to go dive deep. Apart from, well, no, I had to find it on Amazon, quote unquote. Had to find it on Amazon for us to watch. But anyway,
Yeah, no, so AK, well, I messaged you, so I'll touch on the land later. It's gonna be more of a gets lit.
yeah, that's more of a smart person book read. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not you though.
Thank you. No, and I'm fine with that.
So
I am
what's
fine with
going on here? Let's
So-
chat about what's actually going on
Yeah.
on
So
screen.
on the movie, they're basically in the room. They're doing the breakdown. They're doing the Van Helsing scene, which I learned from this book of Van Helsing not being the ultimate killer. He was the guide.
When I see Van Helsing, I swear I'll slay him.
Slay him.
If you've never
Recommend
seen
your
Forgetting Sarah
alphabetical
Marshall,
chapter by chapter of ASIOF read. Yo, yes, no, absolutely. If you're on a reread of Song of Ice and Fire and you have audiobooks to break it down, do it chapter by chapter. Start with Arya, end with Tyrion, and it's a fun way to listen through. Because if you've done it at least twice, if you read the series twice, go through the audiobooks on character by character. It's phenomenal. Kenzie, I stand by that. It's my favorite. It's the only way I read them now. It's
you did a very bad job of describing what's going on screen.
I did because I saw a comment that
I know I'm giving you shit.
I know.
This guy's in the hospital, like talking. To
And you're
people.
talking about
He's
Tyrion.
he's got
and
stuff on
Arya.
his nose
I
or
mean,
whatever.
we know
so
both
he
of
can
them
fucking
make
breathe.
it.
God damn it! Roll the die.
14. Benji, roll your.
What is that, a
roll
7?
Your D20.
20. All right, I'm going.
Finish.
No, I'm going.
That's a critical, motherfucker.
On a fucking 7. Fuck you. Nope.
That's very full.
I just opened that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that ain't happening. I'll crack open a new one. And yeah, that's a 7-point winner. You know.
Whoa.
It's just very cold.
It's sitting literally next to a bottle of ice. So
It's very cold.
because I'm a pro and my coolers come with I have 3 bottles that just sit in my fridge. That just
Can you flick my D20 back to me? It's over there. Don't flick me.
Oh, by the way, yeah, you may be
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say you may be watching Gunner. You had said possibly. Don't do this to him. If you want to keep your hand.
Gunner?
Yeah.
No, Luke said he's gonna take Gunner and Poe.
Oh, you're taking them both down to Florida with you?
Yeah.
Flying them down?
Yep, that's what he said.
All right, fair enough.
Right.
What's going on screen here?
Correct.
All right.
Catherine is apparently hanging out with us fledgedly now.
Golf clubs.
Oh, I see golf clubs.
He's
That's
gonna
the
play
cop.
golf.
That's the cop. That's
That's
Parkins.
Parkins. That's Parkins. He's
And
out.
that's Cody. That's Dr. Cody.
Yes, that's Dr.
And
Cody
he's
and
been
Ben.
banging bitches all over town. And by that I mean like the easy hits. Come on, don't be a douchey doctor.
Douche Doctor. Next week on Douche
Oh,
Doctor.
and there's Rob Lowe, friend of Douche Doctor.
Douche Doctor.
Doug Rogers, he was actually D-U-G.
Like Dig Dug Rogers.
Dig Doug
Dig
Rogers.
Doug Rogers. We should all name our kids Dig Doug.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Dig Dug.
That's a good game.
That was a great game.
There's
It
been
really was
several.
a great game.
There's been several games I found like on Addicting Games and a couple other just random game websites of dig games where you just have to dig down to like core of the planet you're on.
Yes, Catherine, it's Brian. It always was.
Yes.
It was always Brian. And it
Easy,
it will
Gus.
always be Brian.
Yes, it's like when you take a piece of meat and you need to make it better for like 2 days from now. You have to brine the meat.
You brine it.
You need to have
You get
30,
some salt.
36 fish just in case.
Dude, I have 30 fish. You can't pull me out now.
Yeah, it does change. Catherine,
I gotta
spoiler,
fish the
he
fish.
does change up later on, but you're not.
Which bothers me.
So you're only on Storm of Swords for the audiobook. If this is your first time through and you have not made it to the Sansa
Holy
in
shit. That's a Stabbins.
oh fuck. So
Bilbo
Father
Stebbins.
Callahan.
We'll have a lot more to talk about.
Callahan!
Yeah.
Catherine.
With the
sorry.
kill.
So
There's
Father
some shit going
Callahan,
on the screen.
because this is different than our shit,
So Father
That's a
Callahan
Callahan
is
kill.
killing high school teacher
Mr. Burke.
Burke.
Yeah. Well, he's in the hospital, and he's gone.
So, is
So, but
That's
not.
also a very steel or iron stake. That does not look wooden at all.
I don't think it was a vampire
You
thing.
know,
I
I
think
will
it was
say-
Just a murder thing.
just a murder. I think it was an influence. I think it was a striker style. Like, so him having to drink his own blood. He might not be a vampire, being daylight.
I will say that, like, he kills that guy there, but he never killed Babe.
He never killed Abe.
And Babe was a pig.
But Babe was
Here's the baby.
14,
was
14.25
The runt,
ounces.
the runt of the litter,
Point-
and
1 ounces.
ended up
Here's the babe.
to Babe.
the Babe.
And Charlotte's Web too.
Fuck yeah. I'll take Charlotte's Web. And 1984. For some reason, I put them all together.
That guy was also in,
Yeah.
that guy was also in the Green Mile.
Wasn't
Yeah.
I think that's what I
He was
really
the-
Yeah,
recognize.
he,
He was
was
the
the
warden.
warden.
I think that's what I really
To,
recognize.
to
him
John
for.
Coffee.
To
John
John Coffee.
Coffee.
We'll talk about him in a couple months.
Yeah.
Coffee
I
Stout.
think November.
John Coffee Stout. We're gonna have this again. I can tell you that. much.
yes. That is our Green Mile fucking movie. Fucking
That
beer.
Coffee, like the drink, just not spelled the same. way.
And Catherine, same here. I listen to either Harry Potter or Song of Ice and Fire to go to sleep. It's the best sleeping. Jim Dale or Roy Dotrice are my reasons
put-
for
they
sleeping.
put you to sleep.
Stephen Fry.
No, fuck Stephen Fry.
He's not my type, but I probably
Fuck
would.
Stephen Fry. And
He's really good. His Hermione.
They
is
put
way
you
but
to
better.
fucking
I
sleep.
will say
His
his
Hermione is way
listening
better.
to him call out
Hermione.
Lysa Arryn of Patire, yes,
Patire
is
and
worse than
and
I did it. Brian, yeah.
Brian and Patire.
But no, his Lysa Arryn fucking fuck scene is one of the worst, if not best, scenes you could ever listen to. It's so bad, it's good. It's a 70-year-old guy just screaming.
It's a classic.
He puts it all into it. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
gives- the effort's there.
He gives it. It's just
What
like
the fuck is going? What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
We can come back to that.
Yeah,
we
I
have
know.
infinity time to talk about that. We're not going to talk about this scene ever again
Yeah.
because this is not.
So this
memorable.
is Rob Lowe
that's Cody.
convincing Father Cody and,
And
Mark.
Mark, the young kid who somehow just like gets it all.
Yeah.
He's if you know it, he's the Bill Denborough character that doesn't
He's
have
a Bill
friends.
Denbrough and Ben Hanscom. Like
That
he's
doesn't have friends to like do.
Yes.
More of a Ben Hanscom. I would agree with that.
He's more Ben Hanscom,
With no friends, and he just finds like the next best candidate
right?
of people that give a shit and can do something
So,
about it,
like-
and it happens to be Ben Mears, who is.
Like, I swear
this
to God, that guy was
author.
in like not another teen movie or some shit because I've seen him for years. But his first thing
Rob
was in '97. I have his IMDb pulled up
Who
right
Who's
here.
this?
Who?
Mark,
Mark,
the kid.
Mark Lowe.
You know,
Mark Lowe.
he was in Any Day Now. No, I don't know that one. Night in My Room. Boomtown. Boomtown.
Hey,
Chintzy.
Boomtown,
Chintzy. Boomtown.
Shorzy.
Shorzy. That's it. Jonesy. Fuck
I
you.
love my wife.
I love my wife like I love hockey, you little bitch.
I love gluten like I love
He
my
wasn't-
wife.
He was in Cougar Town.
With Courtney Cox.
Arquette.
Courtney Cox Arnett.
Arnett.
That's bringing.
Yikes.
That's a 2-hour-old joke.
Exactly.
It's actually like a 4.
But, I mean,
for us, but
It's weird. Like I know the guy. I know the actor. I've seen him. But like I'm looking at his IMDb. I was like, I didn't watch any of his shit. Like any of his shit.
we
that's on
are
set.
at 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 6 seconds right now.
And
AK.
change.
And
So add
add about 30 seconds to that at
Yeah.
least.
yeah for your
Viewing pleasure.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I guess Easy A is where I know him the best from.
Easy A.
But- and I've only seen the
with
movie, like,
Courtney
once.
Cox
E-
Arquette.
Easy
and
A.
No, with,
David Arquette and Will Arnett. None of those people were in that movie.
No.
No, it's that's a
Stone.
Jason Segel.
It's Stone.
Emma
I know.
Stone.
Emma Stone. That's it.
Oh, I'm thinking of Bad Teacher. Easy A. Easy A is Emma Stone. I was thinking of Bad Teacher with Jason
Billy Bob
Segel,
or no.
Jason Segel and
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
came out around the same time with a similar vibe. But
No, Bad Teacher was way later.
It-
No, Bad Teacher. Easy A was 2010. I'd say Bad Teacher was. I'd say way later, probably 2015.
I put it on the. I wasn't in high school anymore.
Yeah, fair. Anyway, moving back to the movie that we're supposed to be watching, or the miniseries we're supposed to
Easy
be
A
watching.
was a stupid movie.
It was.
But Emma Stone was in it, and she's pretty hot.
I agree with that.
And she's like my age, so.
Let's see.
Not,
I'm pretty closer to my age than yours.
no.
I'm gonna.
No. Just no.
You might be right.
No,
I'm not
pretty
saying
sure
you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm very right.
Got it by a year.
A year?
Okay, by 2 years. All right. 88. November of 88.
Okay, so
So no,
8 months before I was born?
no. What
What's
I'm
the
saying,
issue?
What I'm saying is,
what's the issue?
technically, which is the best kind of
3
correct.
months before I was born.
No, I mean,
Technically, she's like my age. That's my she graduated the same year of high school that I did. Guaranteed.
November of 88. Okay.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my jam.
All right, fair. Yep, fair. No, I'm you're. Math is hard for me sometimes. I'm not an engineer, goddammit. I kill
Math.
bugs for a living.
Hey, roll, motherfuckers. I got a 3, man.
18. I'll drink 180 drinks.
I got the 9. So, by the way, did we have any scotch?
I have no scotch here.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
about picking some up.
That was the comment I had made earlier of scotch, and then you went into like I have this scotch, and you were talking about the
Oh,
Scotch
I love
ale.
Scotch. Scotch
which
is
is-
Scotch.
Very good.
Scottish ale.
No, I was just asking,
I would love to have
because
scotch right now.
you know the chat loves the fucking random drunkenness of.
Yeah, no, I think we're doing okay because we haven't talked about this in a while. So there's a
So
big
now
steak.
we're in the basement.
That's like a
Yes, and there's Barlow
Hey, roll again.
getting a
Roll
You got the teeth.
steak to the heart.
Vampire teeth.
Vampire. Oh, it's an
Touch-
11. I can't-
touchdown, Oklahoma.
Touchdown, Oklahoma City.
That's 6.
I got an 81.
So, all right.
I
So,
like the dice.
reiterating what we had discussed about, or what I had said, this book was actually pretty good of world building and building the town and building all that. And then it was just a straight vampire movie where,
And this had none of the town.
yeah, this
To
had
me,
none
like,
of the town.
I tried watching for that at least. It was very much a glancing watch. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the town was nearly as poignant or as utilized.
Like in the
as it
book,
was.
Derry, like okay, because we both know Derry the best. So the book Derry
in the
and
book-
Salem, or Jerusalem's Lot, were very much
a character.
a character of their own. Yes, exactly. That's where I was going with. And the movie did not portray that at all. At least the main series of it portrayed Derry a little bit because it showed the non sequiturs.
It was more about the characters because there were so many good fundamental characters than there were
yeah.
that you could get away with it. Here, I feel like they should have focused more on the town.
Yes, I
This
do
was
agree.
more dependent on the town than it was.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No,
Like,
absolutely.
Like Derry was more well formed, but Jerusalem's Lot was more dependent for the story to be good.
No, and I absolutely agree with that. It's the story was fine, but here's the thing: you're doing vampires, great. Introduce something new for vampires. You do Blade, okay. You can have daywalkers. You can have, normal vampires. Introduce Twilight. You can have sparkly motherfuckers, and you can have werewolves. This is a straight up, vampire. Classic vampire in modern times, which I get they're trying to, that's what they're trying to do, but then you're also basing it off of previously written vampire shit.
It's
Bram Stoker's.
classic
But-
vampiric stuff.
But that's the thing, they're basing it off of classic vampiric stuff. And that's
Yeah.
my problem with this book and the story in general, is you added nothing new to it. And I love Stephen King, don't get me wrong. The story itself is not the vampires.
I think
the story.
we both need to read and or reread Bram Stoker's Dracula again
Yeah.
with this Vienna viewpoint. But to me, I'm still just, this is very boring.
Yeah, I agree. Watching
Glenn,
this,
Glenn knows nothing about it going into it, but we can keep talking.
Yeah.
Glenn, have you garnered enough from this film, this miniseries,
Well,
to have a thought about
How
it?
many lows could Rob Lowe?
Rob. If
Rob Lowe could Rob Lowe's.
would, is it could or would? You know, that's a good question.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. I do know.
I think
It's an okay flick, I guess, but like we've been saying, like, we haven't been like invested in it. It seems like we've kind of like gone on tangents and like just not paid attention to the movie
Well, I mean, caw.
because we've been bored. No,
I think if
It's
it was
boring.
that good, it's kind of, I guess, how we need to view these things. Of, are we bored enough to go on tangents? I mean, I was trying to watch it, but I like hanging out with you guys.
oh,
too.
vampire.
Oh, vampire! I like the dice.
I do.
Oh,
I got an 8.
I'm gonna roll again.
I got an L.
4. I'm rolling out. There we go.
Yeah. See, and like my thing is with it, like I know next month The Shining, there's a lot of shit we can play around with and do a ton of stuff. This is an unknown commodity, even though we read the books. And yeah, I can pick out the, sitting with the IMDb. Okay,
There
this
were
is
a lot
this
of
guy.
Things that actually were
It was
pretty close.
It was pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty accurate. There was some consolidation, which is fine. We're used to that. It was right in the right points.
The story itself was boring.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
just
the
a
problem.
boring story to make it a boring movie.
Yeah,
It's just one of those things that like
And now here's the thing. Had I watched, go ahead, Sorry.
people just like, oh, it's a Stephen King, like, oh,
So it's gonna
it'll be a
good.
good
It's gonna
movie.
I mean,
You know,
it's
we'll love
good,
it. You know,
but it's boring.
Yeah. So now I'll put
It
it
is.
this way.
Am I wrong on that?
Had I watched this or seen this on TNT, like I'm flipping through my, what's on now, and Salem's Lot.
yeah, I need to fall
Lem-
asleep. Yeah,
Yeah, let me put it on. Would it capture my attention? Probably not.
This is a great fall asleep movie.
It's a great fall asleep movie, but it's a great fall asleep book too. So it's not like the movie's worse than the book. It's not like you're missing anything.
No, you're
and
missing nothing.
You're missing
This movie
nothing.
nailed it.
gas station.
This
Yeah.
miniseries nailed
You know,
the exact feeling from the book of, hey, guess what? It's boring. And there's some exciting things, but they're not that exciting.
yeah. I mean, and it's.
I feel bad saying that because I wanted to like it.
I did
really
too.
did.
No, I absolutely did too.
But I don't. I
yeah.
don't love it.
No, and you were right about saying that this is number 3 when we did our list
I
originally.
know.
The only
Carrie's better.
the only reason I picked this one over Carrie is because I liked the linear writing over.
Carrie's better because of the action that actually happens.
Yes, and thinking back
This
now,
should have been a short story. And Chrissy mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, I hit the mic twice now. Chrissy mentioned earlier that
I've done that before.
Carrie mentioned earlier.
that this movie should have been an hour less. And
Yes.
I was not joking when I said the book should have been an hour or 10 less.
Yeah,
It should have been 10 hours less.
I'd say 6, a
For
12.
17 hours?
Vampirism.
12 hours would have been perfect for this.
11, 12, that's right, yeah, 11,
Hey,
12
there's
hours.
Multiple vampire. I say roll 3 and add them up. 7,
9,
6,
5,
and
3.
4.
5.
4.
So I'm at
It's
8,
an even number.
12, 20. Shit. I'm finishing this.
Just drink.
But
There's there's no doubt that the writing was good.
Yeah, it was, because
The style.
Because I don't know if it was you or
It was
Chrissy. I think it was you actually that brought this up. This is his start of the world building.
I think Chrissy said that
because it's
because I don't fucking know.
well, like because Carrie was that into the
That was
fucking
Chrissy.
into the high school, into that, and then this one built the whole town, and it was great. And this is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's interesting, and we're not even paying attention to the climax.
What's going on? I know. I feel bad.
Oh, so this is the epilogue. This is the epilogue. This is him and Mark coming back,
and
but they're not coming back. They ran away for a minute and came back, so they don't even. And I might not have seen it. I
I really do need to listen to it again. Maybe not at like 150 times
Right.
speed.
I was doing 3 times speed with reading the book. Like
I
reading
feel
the
like I
narrative.
missed some things,
I'm
and
sure I
I
did.
know that.
But this the way it's playing out, because I was trying to pay attention. This is all in the same fucking night or in the same fucking time
This
frame.
is like day 3.
Yeah, and it felt better with the epilogue of, November 25th, this happened. January 12th, this happened. February or March 18th. And then they came back a year later, and now they're doing this. And there's Father Callahan,
Auto Parts.
who's surprisingly not supposed to be a vampire.
Jerry Sandusky. There he is. No,
Damn you to hell. It's not bad. And yes, we're watching this kind of superficially. Is the best.
Very
Very
superficially.
superficially.
And I think that's a fair view
Yeah.
at it. Because if I'm going to be completely honest, the way most people watch things is very superficial. And the way we normally view things, if we're getting deep into
Yeah.
it, is highly critical. Which is I think we're doing our best to
Yeah. And no, in fairness.
to pull that card.
To
a bit.
base the thing off our previous conversation, I watched Catch-22. I watched all of it.
Did you?
I did. I watched it all yesterday.
Let's come back to that.
But
Let's come back to that. What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
We need to come back to that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but I'm saying on the superficial level, I wasn't trying to deep dive, overthink. Just I was watching it as a show at my 2 times speed, like with my string caps on, or my
blowing clouds all over the place.
exactly. I was doing my thing, and it was good. This I could actually see myself on a TNT movie. If I knew the story, catching it. Okay, I probably would try to watch it. If I was just a straight TV watcher,
What were they just trying to show there? Hold on, we have multiple bodies
in the hospital.
in the hospital. That looks like Rob
Some guy.
Blow,
Yeah.
Ben Mears.
So this might be the after the epilogue, because we had the fucking
Some
fight with
guy.
Father Callahan, because Father Callahan
That's
still
Mark.
Yeah, because remember at the beginning of the movie, Father Callahan and Rob Lowe fucking fell out a goddamn window. So this is after they fell out the window. That's
So
my
this is them catching up, and then before they go through and do the rest of everything else that we just watched.
no. I think it's after.
It seems like they went through everything, and then this is after they fell through the fucking
Yeah,
roof
this.
or whatever.
So he's dead. So Rob Lowe's dead.
Thank
So
God.
now Mark has no parents because his parents got killed by Barlow.
If Rob would.
And we saw that
We-
earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Wow, there's more.
Well, there's more.
And you bitch about Lord of the Rings. Can I pull that card right now? Can I pull that card right now?
When was Return of the King? What year?
2004.
So they got the idea from them. You can put as many endings as you want. People will still stick around for it.
You're the worst kind of person. Lord of the Rings movies are the best movies. No, they are.
No.
They're fundamentally
No,
the
Back
best
to the
movies.
Future movies are the best.
No, they're
movies.
good. They're good too. Oh, God bless. Just end it.
How much time we got left? Just hit the fucking thing. All right, we got
I mean, this is definitely it.
3 minutes.
Three
with
minutes.
with Stroll. So
Oh
So-
wow, we had to have Rob Lowe's shirt getting taken down. We
Fuck
had to
yeah.
see him bare chested.
If you had abs and chest like that, you would want it on screen as
mean-
much as you could. Just don't lie.
I do, but I'm not gonna do it on our shows.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Do you realize
Do
how
it.
good I look?
Do it.
Do you realize how good I look?
Yeah. No.
Oh, and we
your
get the
fat fucking ass.
dude. What song is that? It's not Fade to Black. Like
It's
my brain went to dun 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 dun.
it's Rolling Stones.
Is that Rolling
Painted
Stones?
black. It's Rolling Stones
Painted Black.
painted black.
This isn't.
This isn't the
This
Rolling
isn't
Stones
their
version,
version.
but it's Painted Black. I didn't know that.
by the Rolling Stones.
I didn't realize that
This
Rolling
is
Stones.
not the Rolling Stones. It's another band.
No.
That's doing the same song.
But
The song "Painted Black" is by Rolling Stones.
Not
fair
the
enough.
song.
Okay,
Not
I'm not a
That,
huge.
not this version.
Here's the thing. Back in
I didn't
1998,
grow up with Rolling Stones either, just like you didn't,
back in 1998, I wanted to go see Rolling Stones for their final tour,
and they're not good.
and they're coming back this fucking year in 2020.
Yeah, they're still not good.
So final tour, fuck you. Anyway.
All right, what were the last? We tried focusing on the show here for a little bit. So
Yeah,
what are the
sorry.
last chat things? I'm only 29, so I never felt old. I feel old, Mackenzie.
Until you get to 30.
2010, I was 13 from Mackenzie.
2010.
God damn you.
She was 13. 2010. How old were we? 22.
Do the
22.
math. All right.
20,
Born in
22, 23. 23.
In 2010.
Well, born in 80,
20,
you're
20.
89, so you're 21.
21, 22.
21,
21,
22.
22.
Yeah. So, all right, fair enough.
No, she's definitely a baby.
And a bae.
I'm not gonna say that.
She's a babe.
She is our channel's bae. She's been there since
What-
we,
what-
for
what's the
for a
question?
while, and Kenzie,
Somebody's-
you're our bae.
Mackenzie's younger than.
Yeah.
Young?
She was 13 in 2010.
Okay. So
That was what we were talking
And
about.
Kenzie, just so you know, I did pop into
she
your
was
Harlots
23.
chat the other night, and I want to say it was Harlots. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
whatever
really,
chat you had going the other night, I popped in. I just didn't mention it in chat. So hi.
Just live life.
Yeah.
What are Glenn's words of wisdom? I'm gonna go pee.
Live life. Don't get to 30.
Fuck. Don't get yeah.
Here's the call it quits.
Calling it quits at 29. Fuck you.
Don't end up being a 30-year-old.
Die
Yeah,
younger or
Yeah,
older.
Ben, it's just the final tour of the 90s. So now, beginning 2020, it's the first concert of the 2000s. Oh, no. They've been touring since after that. I just remember I was in.
That's a 7-decade band.
I was in 8th. Yeah, and they are.
How long have you been a Battlehawks fan?
65.
Since the
65
beginning.
generations.
65 generations.
Wrong. Motherfucker.
But. But yeah, no. So I was in 8th grade, and they were doing Rolling Stones final tour, and I started getting into the Rolling Stones, and I've
Until
never
now.
been a Rolling Stones fan. Like I appreciate their music, but I've been a Beatles guy. I'm like, Beatles are better than Rolling Stones, blah blah, blah, because of my dad, and all that. And, yeah, Beatles the law. Caw!
Caca is the law.
But anyway,
Caw.
so I got into that, and then I see Rolling Stones final tour, 1998. I'm like, fuck yeah, let me go, do this. And I can't afford a ticket because it's like $120, and I'm in 8th fucking grade, and I can't go. Exactly. But, and so then I start seeing, oh yeah, Rolling Stones touring again in 2003. Rolling Stones touring again, 2007. Rolling Stones touring again. It's like, motherfuckers.
Their final tour. Every
Yeah,
year.
and I'm glad I didn't pay for that money in 98.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Rolling Stones. I like the Rolling Stones, but it's like, motherfuckers, fuck you.
Well, it's just a gimmick every time.
It is. And you know what? They're still healthy enough to do it. Keith Richards should have died 90 years ago.
Showed up at our house for Puerto Rico.
That's what I'm wondering too.
I'll figure it out. You guys choose between
we might have some new guests joining us. And sorry, I should be like in chat here. So 2010, I was 29. It's getting old. I'm close to that, AK. And Worlds of Pain, Lord of the Rings, Harvest Wars, and then. Sorry, this is like the worst stream ever, but the 3 people in our chat that are chatting right now, I know you don't give a shit, so we're listening it. So, agree. Yeah, agree. So
65,
AK
I was
says, agree, Glenn.
17.
It's all downhill from 30. Anyone in here?
What?
Anyone here?
Anyone here for what?
Like, why Poe was.
No.
Oh,
I think the whenever you walked in the front door, you didn't pull the back side of the front door.
Yep, I know the. I know the fact.
So,
my front door
I
does the
think
same thing.
I think the wind caught the screen door,
Fair.
which some places call the security door.
See, yeah, it's
But
screen
this
door.
is not a security door. This is
No,
a screen
it's
door.
a screen door. Mine
Or a
does
storm door.
Storm door is better. Yeah, mine does the same thing, and so fair enough. But she didn't hear me coming in the fucking storm door or any of
No,
it.
because
But
we had music playing down here.
fair enough.
We had Psycho Stick playing. We had what else were we listening to?
So all right,
Alice in
so
Chains.
AK's got
Alice
a
in Chains, yeah, that's true.
thought random
Metallica.
thing at Luke. I
Oh,
heard a
Luke?
high school hockey announcer on YouTube last night, and he sounded exactly like Luke.
Oh, sounds like a good dude.
No.
You found his
I don't
secret
think that's what she
objective
said,
of
but-
life.
I mean, Alan Vaynerson's not here, is it? Oh, good grief!
Oh, son of a
Alan-
bitch, we're
Alan
ending now.
Vaynerson's-
Fuck you, Alan.
No, Allison's. He's like
Nah,
my 30th
Oh,
favorite
man.
person.
Oh, good.
no. Hey, Alan. Yeah, Keith Richards is immortal because you cannot overdrug a vampire. Keith Richards, we just watched fucking, Salem's Lot. Keith Richards started Salem's Lot. Keith Richards is Barlow's sire.
What
Can
dream?
we all agree that we didn't watch that as well as we should have, but it was still pretty boring.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
So I want to compare it to Carrie. I
Carrie
want
was
to-
better.
Carrie,
Movie.
Carrie
what-
sucked too.
I'm looking to you because it was their first time watching it.
Both of them, actually.
Both of them fucking sucked.
Both of them
Okay.
not very good, and you
Yeah.
know some other Stephen King
I know
movies,
good movies like
and you know good movies.
Step Brothers and
and Tamagotchi,
And
the movie.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Fucking Ivan Ooze? Ivan fucking Ooze? Come on!
Tamagotchi.
It's a Step Brothers. Oh, like yeah, and Step Brothers also Tamagotchi.
Which is not a movie.
No.
Jeez. I know good movies like Step Brothers and Tamagotchi. No.
All right, but I
No,
mean, at the end
my-
of the
my
day,
opinion,
when all is said and done,
Both of them fucking sucked.
they were not good, right?
I mean, here's the thing. The books were probably better.
this
but
book wasn't good.
I think it was just probably like we need to fucking bust our ass to make movies out of these books that we've read.
The thing that's
We need-
weird
yeah.
about it is like this movie was made in this one was
1994.
in 2004.
10 years after that.
I wrote this song a long time ago, a real long time ago. Feel me? I wrote this song a long time ago. It was the dopest song I ever wrote
In
in '94.
What would do if
Half the people voted for
For
George
George
W.
W.
It can't be true.
I'm talking about George W. Smith.
He ran for city council out in Oakland. You probably
You
didn't
probably
hear about it.
didn't hear about it.
That's a Dave Chappelle show. That's a Chappelle thing.
Fair.
Anywho, what were you
But-
talking about again?
No, like it for
Carrie.
what
I was just saying blow the whole thing up, like our thing up, so I
Yeah.
can be
Well,
vain and look myself.
Blow us
well,
up.
I'm trying to still read the
Just blow
yeah,
us up,
okay.
chat.
please.
Oh man, Benji, you're so vain.
I am.
You probably think this chat is about you,
Yeah.
but
Dick Vane.
no, Dick Vane. What is it? Charles Vane, right?
Yeah.
We should. Man, I really want to do a Black Sails show at some point.
I'd be okay with that. Like, I want not having to actually take notes. More of a show like this, but yes, I like.
It's a really good.
I like.
It's a really good
Is
show.
it still going on?
No, they're done now.
Because I watched the
As
first,
a good show does, they ended it.
and I watched the first 2 seasons.
Cut the cord.
And then I lost my.
Those are all
Is it
empty.
Showtime
Bring me a
or
beer.
Star? It's Stars, right?
Stars.
It was on Stars.
Yeah, I lost my Stars thing, and I kind of felt, I fell out of it. And so did it? How long did it go? 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Fair. That's a good.
Richie
That's-
Valley.
That's a
Richie
good
Richie
hotel.
Valley. Richie
That's
Valley.
a good hotel. That's a great hotel.
Great band.
It's a great hotel. Fucking call back to our fucking.
I
and-
know, I heard all about it. I heard all about it. 'Cause
I could-
he got those points.
You did, yeah, you did. I had no idea on that one. I'm like, I'm
No,
reading
well,
the questions. I'm like,
You know what? I didn't get it right away. I'll be honest.
no,
but
I mean, we
but
tried to
it
get
was like-
hints.
the hints were like a band in the 60s or some shit like that, and a prestigious hotel, and everyone was saying Motel 6
Yeah.
or Super 8.
Super 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
And then I was like, okay,
Classic
that's obviously not it.
80s,
Yeah, I mean,
60s
Like,
movie.
oh, the four seasons. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go to the
no,
4
exactly. Yeah,
seasons.
like once because I started thinking around, I'm like, I have no fucking clue, and I didn't even guess. Like when I first read the question, I'm like, I have no clue because I'm like, it's not Motel 6, it's not any of that shit. And then once fucking Felicia told me, oh yeah, the 4 seasons, Frankie Valli and the 4 seasons, I'm like, oh fuck you. I was pissed because it made absolute sense, and so anybody that knows music a bit more than I do, we get it, and you got it, and yeah, you got points on that kind of thing. Anyway,
Okay,
so by the way, I
wish
want
could-
to do
I wish I could up this
trivia
text font
on
size.
Drawbridge now that we're kind of consolidating and doing all that. You're pretty goddamn smart.
Stop doing this shit online. Don't do this as a live thing.
Fab.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That makes us all look like assholes when it doesn't happen.
It's gonna happen.
No, it makes us look like assholes when it doesn't happen.
Fine.
Let's be open to the idea of doing a live
Yeah,
trivia thing.
fair. Trivia
Don't
is
try to
coming.
put him on the spot.
Fair. That is fair. That is fair. Trivia is coming to this channel, but we'll figure it out.
You probably didn't
in
hear about
post.
him.
You probably didn't hear about it back in '94.
I'm rich, biatch. We got an AK going on a Dave Chappelle rant. It's great. Did you say Black Sails? Tag me in the chat. I don't know what's chat. I don't know what chat is. You know I'm not
Tag
on
me in the
Hangouts.
chat.
in chief.
No.
No, she said take me in chief. She said
Tag me in, Chief.
Yeah.
Which is better. I like
Yeah.
that. Except fuck Kansas City.
like put me in coach.
No, maybe
I'm
she was talking
ready to
about
play
like a chief
today.
of police or chief of.
high maintenance. Just started the best show ever. Oh man. And then Catherine's laughing at me. So anyway, let's talk about
What does chat want to talk about? Unless you have something on your mind.
I was just doing a
just pausing for
I
style.
was just pausing for style. I
So,
was just pausing
chat,
for
Here's the thing: you guys are here. Da, Catherine, AK,
you know what? I wanna
Kenzie.
I'm gonna do a for the sake of floats down here, end this episode.
Yeah.
And then go live right again,
Okay,
if that makes sense.
fair.
So I'm gonna end this stream. Thank you for joining us for Salem's
thank the-
Lot.
Yes,
Thank the Lord.
yes.
Salem's goddamn lot.
Glenn was a huge fan.
If
He-
you're
he
watching this in
rubs-
the future,
he rubs.
why the fuck are you still here?
Row.
no, Luke. I will put it this way: in the future, why are you still watching this episode? I appreciate you. We love you. Thank you all.
That's a bad way of putting it. No, like thank you for
No,
being
no,
here.
fuck you, Luke.
No, that's what I'm getting to. Is thank you for being
At
here.
the end of the day, thank
It's
you
another
for,
day
for
over.
watching us.
Thank you
and,
guys for being
and
here,
check out
But
everything
fuck you, Luke.
we have in the description of
In
this
store.
video, where
And-
we have truly we have
We do
links
not-
for
we don't have
ways to
Trulies.
we
So-
have links to buy the
the
movie that
self-service.
we just watched. The miniseries in this case. We have links to buy the audiobook and the book itself as a Kindle or a hardback in the description. Make sure you check that out because there's a lot of cool things in the book. You should check it out, and we hope that you read along with us. Support. You can also find ways to support this and all of our shows at thepodcastthat.com.
Especially roles, plays, and games.
Especially roles, plays, and games, which I think
Especially.
we have a lot more things coming up, and Glenn doesn't know about it, but he is the star.
He's a linchpin.
He is directly, pivotally responsible for all of the effort related to it.
So-
He doesn't know about that.
As always,
Roles, plays, and games.
yeah, Luke did that to me the other night, so fuck you. As always, winners come, and yeah, I probably did too.
And thank you for joining us. Just check out the description for more ways you can support us and all fun things that we have in there.
And thanks for coming out.
And most importantly, stay classy.